streaming on YouTube and then pop over and make sure I can confirm that we are live.
What's up, Wavelength?
Looks like it. Okay, we should be good. Hello YouTube, welcome in. We are playing Codenames. How do you play it? Corey, do you want to explain? I'll take a look at the board.
Oh my god, yes, I'd love to explain how to play Codenames. It's super simple. As you can see, there's a 5x5 grid of words beneath us. Whoa, it's me again. Mark is going to be looking at 9 words that are our special words that are somewhere located on his board. Each turn, he's going to be giving us a clue followed by a number. That number is how many boards on the word correlate to the clue he has just given us, and our job is to guess them and find them before we lose. If we take too long, we lose. That's how it works. No YouTube tonight. YouTube is live right this second. I think, Dr. Facilier, if I saw you join YouTube chat 2 seconds before we went live and then left. What's up, Aaron Nicole? How will I know who is who if you don't have y'all's names on the board? How? You can make an educated guess.
It's a good question.
Or, much like the hit CW Flash TV show, where every single member of the Flash says, "We are all Flash. We are all our Patreons." Did that make sense? Did that track? Did I lose the plot halfway through?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's a Monday. You can excuse me. What's up, Pops? What's up, Bunny May? Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. Kark and Maury.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see, can I do an interesting one to start us off? I think. I'm gonna go with one, and it's not gonna go well.
Oh, good.
I can guarantee you that much.
Oh,
but it'll
good
be
Lord.
fun. I'll get to explain my logic, and then people will be like, what the hell?
Everybody, man, your battle stations. This is Red Alert. Mark's doing an interesting one.
Mark's giving hints again. This is gonna be good. Your hint is going to be, for this first board, water bottle for 4.
Water bottle for 4! Let me see these boards.
How was your weekend? It was very good. I saw Princess Mononoke. Is that how you pronounce it?
Whoa!
For the first time.
Okay.
It was really good. I liked it a lot.
I just did work all weekend. I got a couple games of Commander Online done, but other than that, I pretty much just worked this weekend. Fire, spring, spring water, sprinkler, spring, fire, fire. Yeah, alright. Fuck it. Let's go for, I like spring. Spring, well water. You bottle your water. Let's go spring first, though.
Lock it in?
Yeah.
Let's see it. Very nice.
Woo!
That is correct. That is 1 of our 9 field agents discovered. You're looking to discover 9 of those little blue guys along here. Yo, holy moly, sorry, I was thinking of a clue. I missed some donations. Chill Pop sent a goat, Pop sent to heart me, and Candace sent to heart me. Thank you so much.
Alright, let's go with, I think a well is another pretty good one. Mountain. These are all types of like bottled water, you know, spring water, mountain water, well. Well, you don't really bottle well water though.
Wait, one more. We have well, one more.
Well.
Come on. TikTok chat, no! We almost got the well.
Let's go with, I think mountain makes the most sense. Mountain is a type of water. Let's go mountain.
Hell, the turntables. Mountain? That is correct. Very nice. That is 2 of our 9 field agents discovered. Oh, also, I should mention while you're thinking of the last 2, I attempted to add 2 new stickers for the subscribers on TikTok. It's the Miss emote guy and the assassin card face guy. So, if any of our subscribers in chat can see if you actually have access to them, I don't know if it takes time to be approved.
Spit, crisp, pillow. Spit. You spit in your water? Oh, I guess you do. I guess the people who...
Wisp.
Why did I get a hail?
Oh, yo, okay, very nice. They are strong. I don't know why they have that white border around them. They're supposed to be PNGs. I'll look into that, but we do have the Miss and the Assassin custom stickers for our subscribers in chat. Thank you, Bunny May, for showing that off.
No spit bottle. Spit bottle is kind of gross. I don't think Mark would have come up with spit bottle. I don't think his mind can comprehend that ability.
Hawk to a brand water
School.
bottles.
Water bottle. Yeah, you have a lot of water bottles in school. That's a big part of school. Mark, show me school.
Spit is definitely assassin, says Bunny May. School. Let's see it. That is incorrect. Oh, but just a miss. Just a miss. Not bad. Any subscribers want to show off the miss sticker? I know. I'm so excited. We're working on getting more stickers. I guess I'll just give them a black background so that it doesn't show up as white. Yes, just like that. Okay, now it is time for me to reveal a red one.
All right, let's see what you got.
Let's see.
Is Ham on the board? Or is someone just really excited about the prospect of Ham potentially being on the board?
I'm going to reveal
Because I'm always for that.
Sprinkler as belonging to the red team.
All right. So it's not Sprinkler. I saw some people saying that. It's not Sprinkler. I kind of like the white TBH. It makes it so that you can see him a little better.
That's fair.
Accentuates him.
People like him.
Well, just had to say Ham as a callback to Hamgate. I'll never live it down. A lot of people are still saying well. I think it could be well. It ties in. I don't think there's... I mean, I guess you technically do fill water bottles with your well water, you know. So I guess that makes sense. I don't know why they're ignoring YouTube chat so hard right now. Listen,
What the hell?
I'm gonna be so for real. I'm reading everything YouTube chat is saying. I can't say most of it. Or at least I don't want to. So I'm not gonna. Water bottle. There's water bottle. We have water bottle 2 left. There was 4 total. We got 2.
I need to Google something
So there's
real quick.
2 left. Banger clue for Alphabetize coming soon. Are they? YouTube chat is, you know, they're being cheeky. Cheeky's the best way to put it. Linking Alphabetize is wild. Spit, well, and spit. It might be spit bottle. Although, here's the thing. I see a lot of people saying spit, and I would believe spit as a clue. It makes sense. I cannot, in my wildest dreams, though, fathom a time when Mark is going to give me spit as a clue.
Yeah, if that's a blue one, we just lose. Your next hint is going to be friend for 3.
Friend for 3. Megasuga asks our YouTube chat, are you guys on drugs? It's quite possible. Forever, best friends forever, buddy, best friend forever, buddy, ice cream. Oh, love some of that icy cream, buddy. Somebody say mooch. That's fucked up, but it's also correct. Mark, let me see, buddy.
Ooh-wee-oo. Very nice. You
Don't
do
laser
look
me.
just like Buddy Holly.
Don't
and
fucking
that is
laser
a
me.
3.
What's wrong with you? I see a YouTube chat saying it. I see TikTok chat saying it. Forever. Friends forever. Mark.
Forever?
Forever.
That is correct. Very nice. Very nice. We're already at 4 of our 9 field agents discovered. Very nice.
And talk. Why was pillow my first guess? That's a great question and not something I can answer for you.
What?
I can't. That is a conversation you're gonna have to have with yourself later. Mooch, classic friend behavior. Talk. How positive do you think Mark is about his friends? Do you think he'd be like, yeah, we talk for hours, we talk forever, really talk about things, or do you think he's a mooch? Does he think friends are mooches?
Or maybe I'm the one mooching off my friends. They could be, you know.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna say talk though. I think talk makes more sense.
Talk to a podcast.
Talk to
That
a-
is correct. That is 5 of the 9 field agents discovered. You use up 3 guesses so far, but you always have an amount of guesses equal to this number plus 1. Unless it's 0, then the rules just break, but whatever. So you can take another guess if you want, or you can pass.
I think we just pass. I think we just pass.
Okay. All right, going to pass. It's time for me to reveal yet another one of the red cards.
Does Mark have a fat friend? If so, elephant? Brother, you're looking at him. I'm right here. All right, it's apparent. Mark, show me out. No, I'm kidding. We pass. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What
Go
the
ahead.
hell?
Ice cream is always the assassin. Just saying.
I'm gonna reveal ice cream as a red card.
No! No! It's not the assassin, but it's like the next worst thing. I love Rhett and Twink. Hell yeah, man. Live your truth. Womp womp for the ice cream. Do we have 2 for water bottle? We do still have 2 for water bottle remaining. So, Well and Mountain, I think, are the 2 that we still have locked and loaded for them. How do you play this game? How do you play this game? It is super simple. What's going to happen is Mark is looking at a list of 9 words somewhere on this board right now. 9 of them. And each turn, he is going to give us a clue followed by a number. That number is going to correspond to how many words on the board the clue he gave us is working for. All right. So for instance, last round he said friends for 3. So we're looking for 3 words on the board that relate to friend in some way, shape, or form. The goal is to guess all 9 words on this board before we run out of time. We run out of time once 8 red little guys are on the board. Super simple. Got us on YouTube and TikTok is delayed. It always happens with going live on 2 platforms. One is just going to get delayed. Sometimes it's YouTube, sometimes it's TikTok. They both should be within a few seconds of actually what we're saying.
We're doing good, but this is the best I got for you for right now. 3 for 2.
3 for 2. 3 for 2. 3 for 2. What's free?
I don't watch the news, but surely Canada would always be a friend.
That's true. Oh, Mooch! Oh my God, he is so right. It's Mooch. He was saying negative things about friends. Oh my God, show me Mooch.
That is correct. Very nice. Yo, Joe Pup sent 5 roses, and Aaron Nicole sent a heart me. Thank you so much.
What's up, Pale?
We are at 6 of our 9 field agents discovered. You guys are on a roll right now. We're making really good progress.
All right, so, you know, he said Canada is always a friend. Canada has free health care. Canada? What's the different people mean? We got red is the enemy team, blue is the friendly team, and this weird-looking guy right there is just like a normal miss. Nothing good or bad happens except the turn ends. Yes, well water is free. Yeah, we can guess well and mountain, but I think let's go for Canada first. All right, let me see Canada.
Our faithful ally, who would never do wrong to.
Oh,
let's see it. That is correct. Very nice. Canada is a friend, of course. All right, and you have used 2 of the guesses, but you always have an amount of guesses equal to this number plus 1. You can take another guess or you can pass based on previous clues or whatever you want to do.
Skylax, did we not already say mountain?
Mountain's already covered.
Then it was, what was the other one? Well and spit were the 2 we were looking at. Well.
No.
Let's go with well, Mark.
JD sent a heart me. Thank you so much, JD. You're going with well?
Yep.
Well. That is correct!
Woo!
Very nice. Wow. Absolutely amazing. But you are now out of guesses.
We do in fact lose points if we guess a red, and each time when our turn ends, a red has to be put on the board. So, he's going to do that now.
I'm going to reveal fire as belonging to the red team.
Crisp? What about crisp? Don't people describe water as crisp when it's like cold?
You have 1 left.
Mark, you physically can't fuck this up.
Surely.
You surely cannot.
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure I'm not messing this up. Wait, hold on.
Come on.
Wait,
I believe in you. Give me a good one.
Wait,
Give me a good one.
Wait, I might actually be wrong about this.
God, no, don't fuck it up, Mark.
I need to Google something. I'm so sorry.
Mark, it's 1 word.
I know.
Hayden, I promise you, we are spying on you.
Okay. Sorry, I need to change what this says.
No, what do you mean? It's 1 word.
I know. Okay, your clue is restaurant for 1.
Restaurant for 1? Restaurant for one? What?
Restaurant for one.
Mark knows what is safe. Size pillow, crayon? Is it crayon? You get crisp. People really like crisp. Crisps, plural, crispy fries, crispy food. Isn't there a restaurant called Crisp? All right, I'm gonna trust chat. Let me see crisp.
Nope. Let's reveal another red one. Let's reveal bow as well. Let's try paper for one.
Paper? Bow is in bow tie. God, crayon. It's gotta be crayon, but I don't. Mark, let me see crayon.
What the hell is crayon on this board? Nope. Let's reveal another red one. Boot is revealed. Let's try layers for one.
I guess it's sheets. I guess it's gotta be sheets. Mark, let me see sheets.
Sheets? Like the restaurant?
You mean the gas station?
I looked it up. A gas station. It came up as restaurant. So my clue was originally gas station for one. I changed it to restaurant. That is correct. Very nice. It was sheets. Yeah, sheets ain't local, so I wasn't actually positive what it was. It came up for restaurant though.
The only time, the fact that you said sheets for restaurant is insane. The only time I've ever eaten at a Sheets, I got food poisoning, and the only thing I had was a Pepsi.
So you do know about it.
I do know about it. Yeah, it's a gas station.
Okay, so when you're going through all these things, you know, maybe pillow shouldn't have been the first guess. Well, we finished.
Pillow wasn't any of the guesses. I never said pillow.
Which one did you guess? You guessed a lot of weird ones. You guessed crisp as in fries. Yeah, I probably would have said fries for that one.
Well, your food at a restaurant is crisp.
Yes, I've never heard of sheets. Spelled with Z. It's sheets with a Z.
That's crazy.
But yes, it is. It is
All right, Ivan, you only have to say it once. We saw it. We get it.
Food eatery that is not local to us, nor does Corey like. So,
fucking
two red cards remaining. Our score is determined by how many red field agents remain undiscovered. Out of curiosity, paper didn't even work. What would you have said for sheets?
For sheets, bedding.
Pillow is on the board.
That's a good point.
Pillow is on the board.
That's a good point.
So, I don't think this is a classic Mark throw. This may have just been.
I never would have in 5,000 years said restaurant, though.
I was literally just thinking of Sheets, the place to get food. And I'm like, wait, I get food there. Is it a gas station or a restaurant? I did my best to Google it, and it was giving me a restaurant.
Country Mozart, got your number. Fitted.
Fitted. Oh, that's a good one, Country Mozart. You should be given the clues. Skyla says, W, Mark. Thank you. Thank you for believing in me. The assassin, thankfully, was not talked about much. It was scientist.
Scientists eat, sleep with sheets. Lock it in!
Scientists used to eat cheeseburgers.
Scientists used to eat cheese. I had to explain that joke to a friend of mine the other day because I said it out of context. They had no idea. They had like a mental breakdown when I said Tony used to eat cheeseburgers.
Did they think it was funny?
No. No. They had a mental breakdown.
All right, it is going to be Corey's turn to be the spy master. It is now on him from here on out. I gotta move my mouse around.
Anita says, TikTok doesn't push you to my FYP anymore. I had to search you. Well, thanks for remembering us, first off.
Hit set. Set 2. There you go.
Say that again.
Set 2.
Sorry, I'm losing it. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy.
All right, this score to beat. Hayden says, I am very gay, Mr. Stalin. I don't know.
That's crazy out of context.
I don't know the context. That's all I'm saying.
I know. That's why I'm saying that's crazy.
This time we're winning with only 2 reds. Hopefully less. Hopefully less even. All right, score to beat is 2. Oh, 2 as in not 2 left, but 2 on the board.
I was just saying, I don't think that's possible. Unless I can give you 1 for 9 real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
How do we play without ham? Bryn, Ham will come back eventually. I assure you that much. Yo, holy moly, I missed a few of these donations coming in. I was locked in with the game. I apologize. Tedo sent a team cheers. Tedo sent a heart me as well. And JD sent a team cheers. Thank you so much. All right. It is now Corey's turn to be the spy master. Let's see, there's some interesting ones on this board. Honey, Inquisition?
Inquisition.
Inquisition. Good luck with that one. Good luck with that one. I should probably remove that word. Is there a like goal? Yes, at 100,000 likes on TikTok or 50 likes on YouTube, we will be doing The Price is Wrong again. We have a nice one set up. Corey's been working on some new graphics for them. I'm pretty excited for it. Slug seems like a good assassin. Yeah, let's just... I always love just randomly attributing one of them to be the assassin. Yo, Tedo sent level up sparks. Holy moly, thank you so much, Tedo. Skyla says cake. Yes, that was the level up sparks, unless cake is also on this board. There's some tough words on here. I do not envy Corey for taking this board. Slugs are great assassins. You never see them coming. Yeah, it's kind of like the immortal snail.
I was just thinking that.
How long have you been live? 25 minutes and 3 seconds. Reese, sorry. Slug, chair, hurdle bomb, state route, dress book, link are the 9. Just watch. Oh, yeah, so I was having some trouble last time. I said I didn't want words to be repeating. And I developed a system that I thought wasn't going to have words be repeating. It looks like Corey has a hint, so I'll
No, keep talking. I'm just making sure, double checking.
Okay. And as you guys know, on Friday, it didn't work. We still had a lot of words repeating from one board to another. So I did some like stress testing on my whole system. And I found like my button that I pressed that was supposed to generate 250 unique words across the 10 boards was like glitching out. And I was telling Board Ghost about it. I'm like, yeah, you know, I hit this button and it's really hiccuping right here when it goes to those 250 actions. And Board Ghost goes, at once? I go, yeah, I mean, I didn't really think to put delays between them. He goes, 250 separate actions through bit focus at once. And I go, you know, when you phrase it like that, it might be more clear what the problem is.
No. I asked you without delays, and you looked at me and said, delays?
Yeah.
What are those?
So, yo, Anita sent a tiny diny. Thank you so much.
Possible.
All right, you ready? First clue. Construction for 3.
Construction for 3. How long are you guys gonna be live today? At least 2 more hours. Construction for 3. Well, I know what I be constructing.
Elaborate.
No.
Okay.
No.
You gotta get a permit for that. Zoning.
May Shug knows what I'm thinking in YouTube chat. Guy in red t-shirt. Dismantle, hurdle, snowman. Ooh, tool. Cog, getting around the filter on TikTok, it says Becca. Tool makes a lot of sense. Corey, show me tool.
Fuck. It's tool.
Woo! Very nice. That is one of our 9 discovered. It's like, look, guys, the word you're all trying to type, I'm thinking it too. I'm really thinking it too, but I don't know if we should. I don't know if we should go with that one off the bat. Cog. Do you use cogs in construction? Like, cog seems more like engineering based than construction. Dismantle. Cog. Boom. People working in construction be standing around all the time. All right, a lot of people saying dismantle. I see it in YouTube chat as well. Corey, show me dismantle.
Bang!
Woo! Very nice. That is 2 of our 9 field agents discovered on a roll. Now, do we say standing snowman? I think we actually pass. Don't do cog, says A. I agree. Construct a chair. You build a chair. I'm not confident. I'm going to pass.
All right. I'll reveal red then. I'm going to get rid of chair.
Woo, very nice.
Rid of chair.
Because what you construct stands. Okay, if you construct a building, it'll be standing. But I also like the logic of construction workers be standing around from time to time. I've worked on my fair share of construction sites and done a lot of standing. Evening, you guys. Evening, Chloe. Good to see you. Had to get rid of Stalin in your absence. Thank you, Jeremy, Spaghetti Supreme, and you too. You know, Jeremy had a talk with me over the weekend, and he's like, hey, you should stop disrespecting the work that I do as mod. And I'm like, I don't mean to. It's just a bit, usually. We appreciate the work that you do.
I disrespect him every time.
Hayden says,
Stay on business.
Mark, your shirt looks great as always. Thank you, Hayden. I appreciate that. I'm curious to see what Lisa the Star has to say about this one. That's always final judgment. Yo, Tedo sent a rose. Or 11 roses, actually. Or the counter's still going up. I hate when I start to give thanks and then the number keeps going up. 21 roses. Thank you so much, Tedo. Oh, but yeah, what I was saying, that button that I was developing to generate different words across the 10 different boards, so it has to be 250 unique words because I didn't want any repeating. I ended up just jamming a bunch of delays into the script. I probably should have made it separate buttons. That would have also solved the issue, but that would have been a lot of work. So I jammed in a bunch of delays, and now when I reset the 10 boards, the button takes 5 minutes to complete, which is kind of wild. Yo, JD sent 14 roses, and Kayla sent a heart me. Thank you so much. Mark, you have such a way with words. I love it. Thank you, Chloe.
Jump Up says, no love for Corey's shirt. Jump Up, I got this hoodie out of my closet about 5 minutes before I left the house to come here. So, it's just a rock and roll.
1995, Genuine Origin Hall of Fame. Wow.
The hoodie's purpose is to seem discreet, all right? I'm not trying to appear fanciful, all right? It's to make your shirt stand out more. All right, here's the clue. Material for 2.
Material for 2. Cotton. I'm looking at cotton. Cotton makes sense. Cotton. How you guys' days been? It's been good. Coleslaw.
It's doing good.
Dress. Cotton. Cotton makes, like, absolute sense here. Corey, show me cotton.
All right. Cotton.
Woo! Very nice. 3 of our field agents discovered. And people are saying dress. I was thinking dress too, but I don't know, just dresses are made out of materials. Is there anything else that is a material you build out of on this board? Root. Built this out of roots.
Remember last time it was root?
Cog can be classified as a material. What did you say?
It's the last time it was root? It was flammable? Flammable for 2?
Oh, yes. Dress is good. Okay, Corey, show me dress.
Dress.
Woo! Very nice. Now, are we feeling any more confident about the construction one that we're missing 1 from? So it's still between cog and top left. Cog maybe. We got some cogs. We got some bongs. Bob. Standing, I'm telling you. Okay, I'm not confident enough yet. I'm gonna pass.
All right, you're gonna pass. I am gonna get rid of, for the red team, famous Mario character, Bob.
No, it wasn't Bob. Sex Bob.
Sex Bob.
My favorite band. I appreciate YouTube chat. Country Mozart says, YouTube needs to say Bob on more often because TikTok can't say it. And they started spamming it. Very fun.
Dude, this shit is not gonna look good at the pearly gates if the fucking YouTube moderators come in and see our chat right now. Just still.
It's got to be standing, otherwise Corey would have gotten rid of it. Well, we're also really talking about top left, and he chose to get rid of that one. So he may be getting around to getting rid of standing. Standing could also just be a miss, or the dreaded assassin in the worst case scenario. Chill Pup, you could say you're on the same wavelength. Corey and I are cosmically linked. Alright, so standing and cog are both top runners for me.
Don't look at my computer screen for a second.
No offense, do you all do this every night? You know, Liv, you could have just phrased this as, do you do this every night? that is a...
We wouldn't have took offense to that question.
That is a fine way to ask that question. But the answer is every weekday we are playing some type of board game. So whether it be Codenames or Wavelength or the normal two that we do, we are looking into branching into some other ones, but I'll keep that hush-hush for right now. But yes, every weeknight we will be doing something along the lines of this.
Some people just live stream for fun, man. It's not all about, you know, everything.
Yes, offense, you do this every night. Quit gaslighting me and accept standing.
No offense, but it's really fun to play games with y'all. Offense taken. Offense taken.
Appreciate you, Bunny May. So there is an illegal Boardgamers After Hours where we do, I don't even know if I can say that on TikTok.
We need to have like the guidelines printed out next to us right here.
Where we do Vegas activities in a dark alley. You know, I can't stop anyone from doing that. Thomas says, at my work. Oh, he was responding to Jeremy, who said, Thomas, where do you like to pee the most? And then Thomas said, at my work.
Come on, man. What's going on here? What's happening?
Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I pee once an hour on company time. I did use...
How long do you take to pee?
How long do I take to pee?
Yeah.
Well, there's the time to get to the bathroom, then there's the, activity itself, then there's the
activity.
Washing the hands, then there's the inspecting the mirror.
Why do you inspect the mirror? You don't have to do that. You can just go about your merry day.
Yeah, but you have to check if it's a one-way. Chad, do you know how to check if it's a one-way mirror? I'm gonna give you this right now. You put your finger against the mirror, and if there is a gap between your finger and the reflection, it is not a one-way mirror. But if your finger touches exactly with your reflection, it could be a one-way mirror. It probably is. The only reason I say could is because all airplane mirrors you will be able to touch, but I think that's just because it's a sheet of aluminum, not a real mirror. Sorry.
This all came from you pissing at work.
Yeah, you why are you looking at the mirror, Mark?
Judge for two.
Speaking of judgment, Corey, blink twice if Mark does that. What do you mean? Judge. So, if you're getting charged with a crime, could the judge be the charger of those charges? Inquisition, that makes more sense. State judge. Yeah, that makes sense. Standing. Judges do stand sometimes. Inquisition. Cog, state, inquisition. Let's start with state. That's a safer one. Corey, show me state.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that is.
Okay.
States have judges.
They do have judges.
Let's keep inquisition in mind for later and maybe stand, because they bring people to the witness stand. Joe Pup says, I'm an attorney. You have to have standing to try a case. Joe Pup, are you really an attorney? That's pretty cool.
I'm going to get rid of random.
Random?
Random.
Nice. All right, Joe Pup, you got me. You got me. It was standing. Definitely. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. That'll be my first guess, no matter what's out of Corey's mouth. Unless it's like...
Sitting for 0.
Opposite sitting 0. Honey Bro, the Bee Movie. There are so many connections at play to get us to the Bee Movie.
I fucking love that, man.
True, Mystique. Mystique says you stand when the judge comes in. You know, I also agree with that. Also, Mystique, you may notice your name has been added to the board on our Patreon supporters. So thank you very much, Mystique. Huge love to all of our Patreon supporters. We're running out of room on this board.
Chat, I'm just gonna say all of these clues tonight are gonna be unhinged for this board, and I'm not gonna take any criticism for any of them.
Book like booking people. But the judge doesn't book people. The police book people. I believe, I'm not an attorney. Joe Pup can back me up.
Book 'em, Mark.
I actually am lol, IDKY, I went to law school, but I did. That is super cool. That is such a cool profession. If I didn't be a film major, I would have been really interested in law, but I chose this stupid thing instead.
I'm watching Daredevil right now. Is that close enough?
No.
Fuck, dude. Is Chill Pup like Daredevil?
Yeah, they don't book. Okay. Joe Pop, are you Daredevil?
Chill Pup, legally you have to tell us if we're Daredevil. I guessed it. You gotta say it now. I don't know how they'd be watching the stream if that was the case, though. Alright. Entity for 2.
Entity, show me standing.
Standing.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Chill Pup vindicated. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry it took me that long to guess it.
Yeah, I am, except I can see. Holy shit!
Kind of like Daredevil, except I can see and don't fight crime. Entity, okay. Inquisition is probably a safe one too, if we just want to ignore this hint entirely and go back to Judge. Entity, Snowman. Snowman and Link? Why Link? Slug, Snowman. Jeremy, I found a mod better than you. It's Countless.
Damn.
Oh, it's because Countless said that Chill Pup's pretty cool.
It's true.
Link from Zelda. Yeah, but is that like specifically an entity? Scorpion. I'm not confident about any of these. Of course, show me Inquisition.
Inquisition!
Woo! Very nice. The trick is to ignore this clue and go with anything else.
That's 2. You got 1 guess left.
Yeah, we do. Entity. Cog, Snowman, Hurdle. I don't know the meaning of that word, so I'll sit this one out. Fair enough. Snowman for construction, Snowman for entity. Corey, show me Snowman.
Snowman!
Woo! Let's go! That is 7 of our 9 field agents discovered. We only have 2 more. Do Cog swear on my life?
I'm revealing Cog.
Madison, I'm sorry. You know what comes next. You swore on your life.
You swore on your life.
No, okay. On that bit. Yo, Kayla sent to heart me, and Stay at Home Megan sent to Froze. Thank you so much. Joe Pup says devastated. And Stay at Home Megan sent to heart me. Thank you so much, Stay at Home Megan. Appreciate you as always. Hello, welcome in. Then Liv says Charger for Judge. We think it was Inquisition and Standing, but it also could have been Charger. We can keep that in mind depending on what this clue is about to be. Mystique says ham.
Let me see it. Bring out your ham.
Ham Mary for telephone. Okay. If it's telephone and Charger, he's gonna have a great time connecting these. Like in the bag connecting these, if it's telephoning Charger.
Assault.
Whoa! Whoa! It's not telephoning Charger.
Assault. Chad, if you needed a demonstration on this word, I can real quick.
What? So I'm looking at slug and maybe charger. Slug and charger. Whiplash? Wait, oh, Whiplash is on this board. So Whiplash doesn't require that big A word to take place. Scorpion,
the
charger
word?
maybe.
What word? Say it. Coward.
Asphalt. Please do scorpion. I think it's slug. Slug as in to like hit someone, to give them the old slug. Hurdle. Why scorpion? He looks like Max, but a Noi. I think they meant boy from Squanger Thongs. I think they meant Stranger Things. I need to stop reading YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. I read you for a moment. Now I'm moving on.
Now I regret everything I've done. I'm moving away. Don't worry, YouTube. I got you on 2 screens next to me. You're all good.
Country Mozart says, you assault a slug. Corey, show me slug.
Slug!
You assault a slug. Yes, you salt it. Wow. That's what Corey meant. Entity and assault. It's an entity that hurts people, scorpion. But what if a slug is an entity too? How about that? Good night, Hayden. Sleep well. Oh, is Hayden leaving?
Good night.
Try sleeping again. I do not want this to be my legacy. Apologies for calling you a bed pisser, Mark.
They did call you a bed pisser at one point.
YouTube's like, why does Mark never look at YouTube? And then I look over YouTube.
Bed pisser! Bed pisser!
Genuinely, I do try to read YouTube. Slugs are the worst animal to exist. I agree. That was so clever.
What?
We are back. He wasn't going for salting a slug. He was going for a slug as in hitting something.
How do you know?
Shut up.
How do you know?
Final one, I do kind of think it's charger, but I'll set it to a poll. It's fair. It's fair. We'll set it to a poll. So
How would you know?
How would you know? Create a new poll.
YouTube chat seems so fun, says Miranda. It's a mixed bag. It's like, going into YouTube chat is like going back to the wild, wild west, all right? It's going to be people being completely unhinged, people just being so incredibly mean, and also some of the funniest things I've read.
Okay, we're doing charger, scorpion, roulette. I will add roulette as well. Roulette-ta-ta. And whiplash, and those would be the 4. Those would be the 4 you get to work with.
What are the other 2?
Charger, scorpion, roulette, whiplash.
Charger.
The poll has started. You have 1 minute on TikTok to let your voices be heard. What do you think it is? I believe in the top left corner is where you see the little option to participate in the poll. The poll will start on YouTube as well. Correct top left. Left for 5 minutes. Hayden calls me a shit mod, then leaves. Hate to see it. Yes, you see the full reason why was because Thomas called Hayden cool, or he called Chill Pup cool. So I don't even know. Definitely not.
That's whiplash.
Definitely not whiplash. Chill Pup. I'm gonna be honest. I agree. I do not think it's whiplash at all. Like, whiplash is most commonly gotten when you're in a car accident, not when you're assaulted. You can get whiplash from being assaulted, but
Whiplash
it's not
hater.
common. Whiplash hater. It's a good movie, don't get me wrong.
It's true. That's true.
Skyla says, add them all, see what happens. So Skyla, the reason I don't add all of the words when doing the poll, first off, it would take a little while, but second off, when we do the poll on YouTube, we only can give 4 options, so I have to limit myself to 4 to make it fair. Wait, what did someone say about me? Thomas in YouTube chat said you were cool.
Yep. Which is true.
The winner with 27 votes is Whiplash over here, and the winner is Scorpion on YouTube with how many votes?
It doesn't.
4.
It just says percentage.
Okay, it's probably like 4 votes based off that. Well, Whiplash is the winner. Show me Whiplash. I didn't think so.
Why, chat? Why would you do this to me?
I think it might be Charger. Chill Pop says, thanks, Thomas. YouTube is right. I knew it! If it's Scorpion, dude, Reese is gonna be so vindicated.
I'm gonna get rid of book.
Book, okay, alright. Nobody likes books anyway, so that's good. If it's Scorpion, I'm gonna feel like a fool, because I really don't think it's Scorpion either. I think it's Charger, personally. Let's see if he says dodge for 1. Yo, Stay-at-home Megan sent a corgi. Holy moly, thank you so much, Stay-at-home Megan. And Hearts for Kaylee sent a rose. Thank you.
Marcus dodged for 1.
And Jillian sent a heart me. Corsham Charger.
It's Charger!
That is 9. That is all 9 of field agents discovered.
Scorpion was just a miss.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That would have been fine.
That's why I didn't get rid of it.
Long live the Kate Middleton.
Still like Whiplash better. Listen.
Sub-Zero for the clue. Oh, if it was Scorpion, that makes sense.
Yeah.
We did miss the mods that one day last week. Consistently 100 peeps in here and most are trash. That was a bad day.
Dude, it's so funny. Can I talk about that for just like 1 second?
Sure, I'll set up the new board as you do.
It's so funny. We got hate rated on YouTube last Monday.
Oh my goodness, the Assassin's Roulette.
It was. I didn't want to mention that. No one talked about it all game, and you threw it into the poll at the very end.
Holy moly.
This little guy.
Yeah, Becca sent Coffee Magic. Holy moly, thank you so much. I've never seen that one before. Thank you. GG sent a GG.
It was so funny. We got hate rated on YouTube last Monday. I didn't mention it at all because I don't honestly give two flying shits what people have to say about me, but it is really funny because there were a lot of people that were coming in and saying things just like off rip, calling me fat, which is so funny because they don't have the context to know that I have been on a weight loss journey the past 6 months, 40 pounds down. It's like, dude, where were you a year ago when I needed the motivation? What, you come in now afterwards, after the product? I don't need you now. It doesn't matter. Where were you 2 years ago when I needed to start? What are you doing, man? Feel healthier? Absolutely, every day.
Yeah, congrats, man. That is huge.
I'm not fishing for compliments. It's just funny context, man. It's just so funny.
Hosmom says slay Corey. Yes. Yeah, no, that is very cool. I have the new board set. I'll also mention real quick, if we manage to get to 100,000 likes on TikTok tonight, or 50 on YouTube, we will be doing The Price is Wrong, our own custom mini game made by Corey. Where we use weird Facebook Marketplace items, and it's like The Price is Right.
As Morzo says, Corey is fat, but with a PH. How did you find motivation? Asking. It's so tough, right? Because I've tried it multiple times in my life. Finding the right dietary plan is the key. You have to find one that you're able to stick to. How much is 40 pounds for normal people? Hold on. 40 pounds, 40 lbs to kilos is, it's about 18 kilograms, all right? You just gotta find the right diet. I finally found the right diet that worked for me in starting exercise, and then once I saw that it was really, really going, I went for it. What is this game? It's Codenames. That's amazing, Corey. Thank you, chat. I'm not fishing for compliments or anything. I'm pretty comfortable with what I'm doing. It's all good. It's just so funny to me that people came in and were dropping that. Like, yeah, I fucking know, man. Fucking, when you step on a scale and it gives you an error sign, it hits different, dude, all right? You don't have to come in here and call me fat. I get that, all right? It's not like I'm blissfully unaware to that fact, and then you coming in saying it has completely changed my own perception about myself. It's like, come on. I started powerlifting and the weight melted off. Dude, I would love to get into the gym, but that's one of the things I tried in the past when doing it, and ADHD brain does not like finding me time to go to the gym. It doesn't compute. Still think Scorpion should have been it? Reese. You know?
Faithful to the end.
Faithful to the end. I gotta say, faithful to the end. If it was Scorpion though, absolutely smashed. My social anxiety would never, yeah. Also, my sleep schedule is so fucked that going to gym at normal people times would give me the most anxiety ever. If it's not your vibe, then that's okay. Yeah, I mean, listen, I want to get into it. I just have not had the opportunity to. I've just been doing cardio and stuff like that in the meantime.
All right.
Teacher is the assassin, Finger is probably the assassin.
This is an interesting one.
Lil says, I'm here, ready to play. The party can start now. Welcome in. We've been waiting just for you. We're going to get started on this round in a second.
All right. I don't know if this is a good hint, but it's the only thing I can think of right now. I am going to say, for your first clue, nightlight for 3.
Nightlight. I got the nightlight, baby.
Nightlight for 3.
Fix the board. Is something wrong with the board? Fix the board behind you? Oh, behind
Oh,
us!
thank you.
It's behind me.
I was like, is my graphic wrong? No, please.
God, please!
Yo, Chopop sent 4 roses, Bunny May sent a heart me, and 3 goat. Thank you so much. And A sent a heart me as well. Thank you.
Bed, PJs. I got $20 on the one in Hawaiian shirt. You hear that? He's got money on the line, Mark. You better get some good hints this game.
Okay.
He's got some fucking money on the line, man. PJs. PJs in bed, I think, are spitting. I like PJs the best. Show me PJs.
No.
Mark, that guy's got $20 on the line.
Okay, well, we're gonna make up for it. I gotta reveal red one now. I do have to reveal red one now. I'm gonna reveal head as belonging to the red team. Sometimes when you play this game, you miss some
Mark,
of
what the
those
frick?
little red words. Okay, so start thinking of 3 more. That could apply to nightlight. How about that?
Battery. I don't know how to play this. All right, it's very simple. Mark's looking at a list of 9 words on this grid below us. Each round, he is going to give us a clue followed by a number. That number is how many words on the board correlate to the clue he just gave, and we have to pick them out and guess them. When we guess a one that turns out being red, that's bad. It's cringe, we lose points. You guessed red, that's cringe, you lose subscriber now. Battery and silhouette for sure, silhouette is good. Do we still like bed? It's very simple as we get a red off the rip. Yeah, exactly. Battery, silhouette, bed, 100%, bed. I like bed. Bed and battery, I think, are the 2. It's like that one store, Bed and Battery Works.
Yeah, I know about that one.
Orange, because they're normally an orange glow. Silhouette over battery. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. Nightlights, when you think about it, they're not really battery powered. You plug them straight into the wall outlet. It doesn't really have batteries in them.
I'm going to say, for your next hint, Shadow Puppet for 3.
Shadow Puppet for free, it's Silhouette! It's Silhouette! Let me see Silhouette!
Did I forget Silhouette was on the board? I did not.
He
That
did.
is correct.
He tried to pull a fast one, but he was wrong.
Very nice.
Bed, finger. Oh, you make the little. I can't really do shadow puppets. I'm awful at it. I think that makes sense. Finger. Mark, show me card name Finger.
I would have said Mike Ehrmantraut for 1 if it was Finger. But it is anyway. Very nice. That is 2 of the 9 field agents discovered.
Puppy, cricket, bed, please. I think before we debate what the final one for Shadow Puppet is, I think we can go back to bed for the previous hint of Nightlight, because I think that's more. I'm more confident in bed being one of the 3 from last round than any of what the last Shadow Puppet can be. So Mark, show me bed.
That is correct.
Nice.
Very nice. That is 3 of the 9 field agents discovered.
All right. Puppy. I'm seeing a lot of puppies for Shadow Puppet because you do make a puppy Shadow Puppet. So I do like that. What else is on the board? Tub, tooth, male mistake, circus, apple, fringe, wool, roundabout, puppy, orange, teacher, acre. Oh my lord. Mark, let's do a puppy, Mary. Give me that puppy.
Nope.
Should have passed.
Nope, not
Hey,
that
Reese
one.
Fowler was right this time. Should have passed.
Could have passed. I'm going to reveal
Should've passed.
Mars as the next red one.
Okay. Broken clock twice a day, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Someone who just introduced Shadow Puppets to my kid, puppy is the go-to. Circus, because it is an act. Are they throwing up Shadow Puppet gang signs at the circus?
All right.
They say they're up $60, Mark. Keep going. They've somehow made money off of your clues.
They're betting against me? Oh, man.
Rabbit is the go-to Shadow Puppet, but that's not a choice. That's true. The go-to Shadow Puppet is the, little bunny dancing down the wall.
All right. All right, take another look. I think we got this. We got this. You know, started off not too good, but we're gonna do a good comeback here. Circle for 4.
Whoo! Man. Circus might be fitting. Because they have the ring in the circus. You get the ringleader, the ring in the circus apple, roundabout. Oh, it's obviously roundabout. That is the most obvious one. Mark, show me roundabout.
Roundabout. That is correct. Very nice. That is 4 of our 9 field agents discovered.
Apple, orange, battery, circle, orange. I think apple, orange, circus, I think are probably the 3 I'm most confident in, but I think chat likes orange the best out of all of them, so let's go with orange first. It is a round food after all.
Yes, it is in fact a round food.
Woo!
That is 5 of the 9 field agents discovered. Very nice.
Broken, a circle cannot be broken. Circus. I'm seeing circuses. I like circus. Mark, show me circus.
That is correct. That is 6 of our field agents discovered. Feeling good, feeling good.
And Mark is notably a fan of any food that is round. So last but not least, show me apple.
I love round food. That's why I like the eggs so much, round food. Apple is correct. Apple is another food that I used to carry in my bag all the time.
Sure.
But for some reason, nobody thinks it's that notable compared to the eggs I kept in my pocket.
That I would say out of the 2, the apple would be the one I have less questions about.
They're the same in principle.
People are saying battery. This going back for nightlight. I think we pass. Reese Fowler, I'll listen to you this time. We're gonna pass.
Alrighty, I'm going to reveal mistake
No.
as belonging to the red team. Now we have 2 left. 2 left.
Hosbaum says, I pass. You're right. Battery Mary, battery for nightlight, and cricket for shadow puppet. We'll keep those in mind. Get them locked in. Keep thinking about them. Have them rattle around the noodle a little bit. Battery need a circle circuit. Battery, he would have crossed it out. Well, again, if it's like a scorpion situation, he's not going to cross it out if it's just a miss, right? He can't, physically. Battery for battery, Mary for sure. Wool for the puppet, but it's a shadow puppet, so it's not like made of materials. It's what you do with your fingers and the flashlight. Battery for shadow puppet / nightlight. See, chat really likes battery, but my thing is nightlights don't have batteries. You plug them into the wall. Watch batteries are circular in Corey loves watches. Now Twig has used my own logic against me and has brought me back around to the battery side. One might say I've gone really roundabout on it. Come full circle, if you will. Some nightlights do have batteries. Well, I'm a guy in my mid-20s, so I don't really know about the whole battery, not battery nightlight situation right now.
He's a guy in his mid-20s, terrified of the dark.
I'm a guy in my mid-20s, terrified. I keep my teddy bear close at night because the shadow demons want to eat me alive. Battery's the assassin. You're making Mark wet the bed right now. If Battery was this, the assassin, then I feel like he would say something for 0 right now. There is no age limit on nightlights. Well, I think it's like a bell curve, right? Because when you start out really young, you need nightlights, and as you get older, you stop having a need for them. And then when you get like older, when you get even older, when you get to old age, you know, they start to come in.
Educated for infinite.
Educated for infinite? Well, it's teacher. Teacher. Show me teacher. Easy.
That is correct. Very nice. Very nice. I had the marker in my hand so I made the tally before revealing it, but it is correct.
And Chad, I think you've been spitting. Since he said teacher for infinite for so long, it means battery has to be correct. Mark, show me battery.
That is correct. Very nice. Very nice. That is all of our field agents discovered.
Is it? Yeah, it is. Sorry. I miscounted. I miscounted. Yes!
Woo!
Yes!
Very nice. The assassin was Cricket. Cricket.
Ooh.
Which means our ending score for that round is 3. What was your ending score? I didn't actually write what the ending score was for your.
2, I think.
Oh, it was also 2, so you just didn't change it? Cool.
Yeah.
Well, now the new score to beat is 3, because how the scoring works in this game is we tally up the amount of red field agents that remain off of the board. So these are the possible field agents. 5 of them ended up on the board, meaning the 3 left off are our score, which is 3. I need to know what battery was tied to.
Battery believers stay winning.
So I'm gonna be honest, when I said circle for 4, I probably could have said circle for 5, because I was just going, yeah, batteries are round. But the ones I had in mind were explicitly roundabout, apple, orange, and circus. So the fact that you guys talked about batteries, it was just a bonus. I wasn't confident enough to say 5, though. Let's see, what was the first hint that I gave?
Nightlight.
Nightlight. Yeah, I was going for bed. I was going for silhouette, because you get silhouetted by a nightlight, and I was going for battery. I was in fact going for battery. I was under the impression that some nightlights had an internal battery that would work even when they were taken off of power. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but that was what I thought was the
You're
case.
probably right. Like I said, I don't have much experience with nightlights.
Fair.
Yet. Somehow that by the way, somehow update, live money down on Mark update. Somehow that chatter has managed to walk away with $160.
Let's go, let's go. The Hawaiian shirt guy is always a safe bet. Always.
Please don't actually bet on Hawaiian shirt guy.
Always. Alrighty, well, I should mention we are at 34,000 likes right now on TikTok. I saw someone mention if we were glitched, like we were supposed to be at 45,000. I have no idea. I've only ever seen it at 34,000, but if we get to 100,000 tonight, we will be playing The Price is Wrong! Woo! It's our own custom minigame, similar to The Price is Right. We'll use weird Facebook Marketplace items, such as Nissan Altima beige driver's side door handle signed by George Washington.
Authentic, verified, I might add.
I mean, to be fair, just because it says George Washington doesn't mean like the first president. It could just be a guy named George Washington.
But it was the first president.
Okay, it just happened. It could have been George Washington Carver.
Nope, it was the chopped down cherry tree across the Delaware, George Washington.
Or 2003 Nissan Altima was around in George Washington Carver's time.
I believe they just came out.
Okay, all right. Well, the board is now reset. We have an entirely new board. No repeating words, in theory. In theory. Shout and scream and kick if I'm wrong, but it should be no repeating words. And the board is to Corey. You can't roll out time travel. You're right, but we have signatures of both George Washingtons that I mentioned, and neither of them look like that.
Yeah, but George Washington himself told me that he signed it.
Wait, battery? Is battery back? Ah! Drat! Okay, what I'm gonna do is live, I can't show you guys this, but I'm going to go through my database and see if battery's repeating because my 5-minute button failed or because battery's in the system more than once. Okay, all right, okay. So here's what's happening. In the list that I got all of these words from that I found online, I pulled from 2 separate lists I thought were not gonna have overlapping words. They did have overlapping words, however. So we're running into an issue here where technically this is a non-repeating list. Battery's just on the list twice. So I'm going to delete the second battery here and now, and it will never, ever show up twice again. There we go. Problem solved. You just saw a battery taken out right here, right now.
No!
He was writing with his left hand. It was still him. L Mark.
You at least took him out for like a dinner, not out back, right?
Put ham in. Do we want to put ham in?
That's up to you.
All right. I allow one decision to randomly put, not randomly, but to, against the rules of the game, put ham on the board.
I can't believe he's doing this. Chat, this is dictatorship manifest.
I'm doing what they said. All right, battery has been replaced with ham. No more battery, only ham. W Mark. That's all it took. He's gonna replace with a random word. Let's say ... ham.
Wait, say that again.
Yo, Bunny May sent a heart me and 3 goats. I may have read that one already. Apologies. And JD sent 2 GGs and a chili. Thank you so much. Yo, A showing off their custom, or not custom, but the subscriber emote that they get, the star with the heart. Also, A, if you weren't here earlier, I added 2 stickers that the subscribers get access to, which is the Assassin sticker and the Miss sticker. Eventually, I'll add one for the red team and blue team as well. So when we're playing Codenames, if you think one belongs to the blue team, you can be like, Ham! Blue team, blue team, blue team. I just saw them. Very cool, very cool.
Mark, I'm gonna keep it a $1.50. This board sucks.
You know, sometimes it's not the board, it's the player.
Yeah, the player sucks too. Both can be true, man.
I'm gonna write score to beat over here. I'm gonna write it kind of off to this. Actually, I'll write it over top. I messed up immediately. I'm not used to writing with this marker. Let's see, score to beat is 3.
God, if I wasn't able to give one-word clues, I'd be able to give a very clever one, but I can't. Tragedy. Tragedy!
Just cheat.
Okay.
Don't do that, actually. I was lying. I was bluffing. Don't do it, please.
Mark, I'm doing what I learned from my favorite streamer.
Score to beat is 3. We get a better score by discovering the least amount of red agents possible. You guys finally got new markers? Kinda. Sorta. I just don't write with this particular marker often. It's gonna annoy people that this R is lowercase.
Chad, come on, don't lose confidence in me already. Okay, Corey, let's not have another ham game. Corey about to give Ocean a... Chad, please, come on. Have some confidence. I haven't even given the first clue yet.
It says, Mark, do not mix uppercase and lowercase. My OCD can't take it. I do it kind of as a dyslexia thing. Like if I'm not confident about how to write a letter, I'll write it uppercase, and it's just a habit I developed and never got out of. So yeah, I mix them up a lot. Sorry.
All right. Clues, words for 3.
Words for 3. That could be any of them. They're all words.
Go ahead, pick.
Need to make the C and O larger, please. I'll get around to it. I'll pick 3 words first. So guys, it can be anything. They're all words. That's what I'm saying. Dictionary. Dictionary. Okay. Corey, show me dictionary.
No, it could be anything.
Wow. Got a little assassin there.
I'm a little spicy today. All right? I'm getting a little unhinged.
Draft. Ooh, as in like a first draft when writing. Popcorn. Like popcorn reading? He said words, not reading. Lauren saying draft as well. Mystique saying draft. CD maybe? For words? Key, as in keywords. Show me draft. Ooh, wasn't that one?
So I'm gonna reveal the red now. Gonna get rid of key.
Oh, wasn't that one either. Okay, all right, good to know. Let's.
So we had to get him out of the way.
Do I have to redraw the C completely, or can I just make it bigger? Big old thick C. This looks uppercase, don't we think? This looks uppercase? Big thick C.
Corey, give it a mark in. Pass being a word is gonna get confusing. I have demanded he take pass off the list multiple times, and he just says no to me. He just dono walls me every single time I ask it.
I paywall him. Pass words, maybe. Yeah, I really like pass. I think it's a clever one. I think it's fun, and I don't care about the confusion it causes with people just wanting to pass the turn. Not quite Hamgate, but...
Come on, I redeemed myself last time we played. I thought I redeemed myself in chat's eyes. No!
So chat, I like tablet. Center being the center, so satisfying. Oh, ain't that nice? I didn't even notice that. Words. Thomas, can you explain CD? Because it's actually 2 words. Huh? Interesting. GTG, so see ya, John. Hope you had fun. Lauren says ham. Citizen Kane. How do you play? Great question. So, there are 25 words in a grid here. 9 of them belong to the blue team. Those are the words that we are looking for. We are aiming to discover all 9 of our field agents. We found 1 so far. Corey is our spy master. He is the only person who knows which word belongs to which team, and he's going to give us 1-word clues followed by a number to help us identify our blue field agents. He just gave us the hint of words for 3, meaning there are 3 words on this board that were related to the hint words. We managed to find dictionary over here, and then we incorrectly guessed 1 in this column before we could move on. So we're missing 2 words on this board that was related to words. We're leaning towards tablet right now, wherever that word was. I lost track. Oh, tablet down in this column. Because you write words on like a tablet, you type them. The goal is to have the least amount of red field agents discovered. If we incorrectly guess a red one appears, or every time we end our turn, a red one is discovered. Our turn ends when we guess incorrectly, or if we run out of clues, or if we simply pass. Clearly ham, because ham is a word. Slam for slam poetry for words. CD means compact disc, which is actually 2 words, not 1.
All right. Next clue.
Okay.
Please don't let chat roast me for this clue. Bedtime for 3!
No mark because ham is a words. Oh, thanks, Chill Pop. Thanks. Bedtime for 3 is Honk Shoe on the board. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare! I love when this word's on the board and chat is spam. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare! Hey, is anybody watching us to fall asleep? Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare! Corey, show me nightmare.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare!
Very nice. That is 2 of our field agents discovered. For those confused, if you're still learning, Corey's telling us that there are 3 words on this board related to the hint bedtime. We discovered 1 of them. Got 2 left. Goodbye, goodbye, cycle. Bedtime cycle. Goodbye, like the goodbye song they sing in Sound of Music when they're going to bed. Yeah, that makes sense. Tiptoe. Tablet. My mom leaves an iPad game in the bed. Kind of like. I like both of them. I like tiptoe, sleep cycle, tiptoe and cycle, not goodbye. A lot of people are saying tiptoe. Corey, show me tiptoe.
Tiptoe
Through the tulips. Wherever it goes.
through the window, baby. I'm going out.
That is 3 of our field agents discovered ham because you eat ham at bedtime. Oh, okay.
How could I forget my nightly bedtime ham?
So we're the ones who discovered so far?
You discovered nightmare, 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 dictionary, and tiptoe.
Tiptoe. Okay, so he would say bedtime to cover tiptoe, because I was like, if it was cycle, wouldn't he say sleep? Keep ham on my nightstand. Ham.
Emergency
puddles.
ham.
Guys, let's go with tablet. How about that? Because we're pretty sure it's tablet from last round. Corey, show me tablet.
Tablet. Boom!
Woo! Very nice.
Good night, Lauren. See you tomorrow.
If you're confused why we said
Bye-bye.
tablet, it was a guess we were missing from words last round. Everyone should have an emergency ham. I still think goodbye. I kind of like goodbye also. Goodbye or cycle? Corey, show me goodbye.
Was not goodbye.
It happens. It happens.
Tough. It's tough.
It is time to show yet another one of our red field agents. He says no, all caps. You say goodnight at bedtime, not goodbye. You say goodbye if you expect to never see them again.
One night, I'm just gonna, every stream I'm gonna leave him and say goodbye, Mark.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's normal because you're leaving my house.
That's fair.
if you're like tucking up in bed and said goodbye, I would be very concerned. Show me cycle. We'll come back to cycle. Okay? Let's reveal a red one now.
I'm gonna reveal fighter.
Fighter. Okay. Country Mozart says, as a redhead, I can confirm Sunburn's the assassin. Thank you, Country Mozart, for giving us that insight. As a redhead. What is Nightmare from? I don't know if it's from anything specific. I think it's a more general internet meme, but the colloquial way I see it used is if you're trip sitting someone and, you know, they're starting to like kind of lose it a little bit, instead of calming them down, hit them with a nightmare, just to see what happens.
Oh, dude, no, relax. Nothing's gonna go wrong while I'm trip sitting. Nightmare.
I don't know if it's from something specific. I think it's more of a general internet thing.
All right, clue. Ouch for 2.
Ouch!
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 Sorry, that was stupid. Pinch. I like that logic. Mozart. Wait, what did Mozart? Oh. Haha, so mean. Sunburn. Oh, wait. Okay, we can't start with Sunburn because Country Mozart knows it's the assassin. Elbow, maybe. Pinch, Sunburn, Slam. Corey, show me Pinch.
Pinch.
Ouch! And with that, Tom and Jerry, that is 5 of our 9 field agents discovered. Cycle, Sunburn. Sunburn or... I don't think you really say ouch when somebody elbows you. I think that's a very minor thing.
That's when you beat them up on sight.
When they elbow you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, Country Mozart. I don't mean to doubt you, but I do think the answer is in fact Sunburn. Corey, show me Sunburn. I'm sorry. I feel so bad about being right.
Imagine that was the assassin.
I wouldn't feel bad then because, I mean, Country Mozart has the bragging rights of the century.
Also, I would never live that down from chat.
We have another one before we pass. I say we go with cycle for bedtime. Sleep cycle.
All right.
Bedtime. Miss is fine. A miss is fine. The other option was pass. This is better than passing. We removed a word off the board. So, it's good job, everyone. I forget who it was, I saw somebody say, he's gonna say CD for bedtime because you could play a lullaby or something. Yo, A showing off the miss emojis. Very cool. Our subscriber exclusive miss emojis.
Get rid of elbow.
Get rid of elbow.
Don't like it. Don't want to look at it.
Smart move. But whoever was saying that, it could actually be CD. Because you play some lullabies or some shit. Ham. Chill Pup says, I say ouch when I'm on my cycle. Okay, we can. Cycle is unfortunately a miss, but that is good to know. So still missing one for bedtime. It could well be CD for lullabies. The lullaby CD. Still saying CD for words. Songs have words. That's a good point. Imagine Ham as the assassin. Corey is having the worst time imaginable right now if Ham's the assassin. It's the worst day of Corey's life. Not all songs have words. It's a good point. Pass for words. Passwords. Okay. That's actually a good one. I think we should keep pass in mind. Ooh, and maybe when it's bedtime, you pass the night away by sleeping through it.
Just like Minecraft. Just like the hit movie Minecraft from the Minecraft movie.
And if you go to bedtime in the nether, you pass away.
You know what? Screw the nether. We're gonna go with... Oh, wait, hold on. I fucked it up.
Reverse.
Rewind. I wrote the wrong number. We're gonna go hey for infinite.
Hey for infinite?
Hey for infinite!
Show me Arnold. Where's Arnold? Hey Arnold.
Wrong hey.
Hit TV show. It's about a scarecrow named Arnold. Hey Arnold. Straw. Corey, show me straw.
Bing!
Very nice. That is 7 of our 9 field agents discovered. Oh, Corey thinks we can get 2 right here. Corey thinks we can get 2. Okay, so chat, we need to lock in. Okay, well, there might be another one for hay. That's a good point. There could be another one for hay. Lawnmower. Lawnmower. Do you interact with hay on a lawnmower? All right, they're really saying it. They're really pole. Okay, CD and pass. We're gonna put it to a poll. The poll is about to start in a moment. Start new poll. Create new. Which one? It is going to be between lawnmower for a hay hint. Pass, as in password. We're also going to include China? Why China? I don't include China. Round, hay bales are round. Sure, I can be convinced for that. Round. And do we want to include CD on this list too? Ham is 1 letter away from hay. Guys, if we do ham, people are gonna vote for ham because they ham Mary. Hay is dried grass, can be made with a lawnmower. Final one, put CD up there because we're talking about it a lot. Poll is started. I will not just be considering the top answer, I'll also be considering the number 2 answer for this one because we're trying to find 2.
A generous ruler you are.
Ham is made from hay. Because pigs eat hay. Yo, Kelly sent the heart me. Thank you so much, Kelly. So yeah, pigs don't eat hay. They eat schlop, and then schlop is turned into ham. Courtney says pass, as in password.
Oh, you've done it. You fucked it. You fucked it. You have the pass option to pass the board, but pass is also a word on the board.
That's not to pass the board. That's for pass on the board.
Oh, I thought you meant pass as in like pass, like to go.
No.
This is why you need to get rid of it.
No, it was perfect in my mind. You're the one confused.
I hate it so much. I physically, if you get to get rid of corduroy, I get to get rid of pass.
No. Watch this. No.
Fucking tyranny bullshit if I've ever heard it.
I have so much fun with pass being on the board. All right, the results are in. You can stop the vote on YouTube as well. You're passing on the board? Chat's acting like they're confused. They're not. They know what's going on. Everyone knows what's going on. Mark. Lawnmower is the winner. Corey, show me lawnmower.
Lawnmower!
Wah, wah. Time to reveal a red one.
Let's get rid of Slam.
Grand Slam.
Let's get rid of Slam.
Round, throw. Is throw on the board or are you accusing me? Okay. Throw is not on the board. But you do throw hay sometimes.
This is a card. I don't like these hints. I don't like them either, but I don't really have much choice over here.
Dude, he's purposefully skipping all the good hints just to give you bad ones.
Yeah, you got me.
Round, hay bale. I do think pass is a really good option. That might be one of the first ones I just spit out right off the bat. Accusing Corey, pointing emoji. Or pass in CD, or as they say in Germany, say day. That's one of the words I learned in German class. They taught us a very limited range of nouns in beginner German class.
When you say CD in German is say day?
Yes.
They just stole the E and put on an A and called it a different word.
Oh yeah, it's spelled CD.
Yeah.
But it's pronounced say day.
Yeah, they're just.
And TV
They can't do that.
Fernsehen.
Well, that's their own original. I can't.
Soccer is Fußball. I could name at least 2 more nouns. Maybe. Fernsehen, yes. ZD, Fußball. Yeah, with the S set. I heard when I was taking German in high school that the S set was going out of fashion in Germany and they're starting to replace it with just 2 S's. If you don't know, an S set it looks like a B, but it's pronounced as 2 S's. So this right here is an S set. And our German teacher taught us, he's like, yeah, I'm going to teach you this, but to be honest, it's really going out of fashion, and you may never actually use it if you go to Germany. They start using 2 S's.
Mark, I have an insane clue, and I'm gonna get it, because chat's either gonna be really impressed or really upset when I give this clue. And either option is funny, so we're gonna go with it.
JD says he was right. That's interesting. That's interesting. Real quick tangent before Corey reveals the word.
It's gonna take me a minute.
In GTA 5, the beer company that they have is P-I-S-set water. So if you're American, because an S-set looks like a B, you think it's Pib water. People pronounce it as Pib water. That's not what it is. A German S-set is 2 S's, so it's actually piss water. And I always thought that was a really funny joke that I only knew because I took some beginner German. Yes.
Don't look at my screen for a second, Mark.
We're gonna be upset, I can tell. My guess is upset.
That's fine, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards pass and say day.
Chat! You're gonna see something, you're gonna think I'm cheating. I'm not. It's a proper noun. It's the name of something, which is why I'm using it.
Okay.
Okay? This might be skirting the rules, but I think this is a proper noun, so it counts. Mary had a little lamb.
Dr. Slayer says, since when did Mark get the pick? Half the rounds of the game since always. Just came back in time for ham. Would not. How have we not guessed it this far into the game? All right, Mary had a little lamb. Sounds a lot like Mary had a little ham. And you put Mary had a little lamb on a CD. CD, little lamb, little ham. Guys, there's no way that Mary turned that lamb into lamb chops, okay? Ham Mary! Fuck! Wait, Ham Mary! No! Oh no, Ham Mary! Oh! I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna say this one because I thought it was wrong, but you convinced me. Ham Mary, show me ham. Outrageous. Outrageous. It's always ham.
It's always ham! It's ham all the way down.
Mike says do pass, spelled with an upset. Mystique says CD and ham. Okay, so pass has nothing to do with Mary Had a Little Lamb, but you can get it on a CD. I had it on a CD as a child. Show me CD.
Yeah! We did it!
That is 9. 9 revealed agents discovered. Corey, you've been redeemed.
Let's go!
That is wild, Corey. That is wild that you went with Ham Mary.
Someone says, what the fuck is a Ham Mary? All right, to everyone new, our chat has, for some reason, chat has decided every time ham is on the board, they want to take a Hail Mary by saying ham. They have dubbed it the Ham Mary. And this is a clue that can only work on our channel.
I lived and die by CD. Was CD it for words?
Yes.
Really?
It
Why?
was words. It was stupid logic, but they had the exact logic. It's 2 words. It's the only clue on the entire board that was 2 words.
Thomas, I'm gonna be honest. I'm only saying this because you're my friend. When you said because it's 2 words, I went, what a fucking moron. What a goddamn idiot. That's the stupidest logic I've ever heard. And you were dead on.
It was one of those cases where there are 2 things you could have said as the third one. So it was either CD because it was 2 words, or it was nightmare because it's nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
So it was either or I was hoping you would get as the third one. And then it was tablet and dictionary for the first 2.
Now I live, says Thomas. Yes, Thomas, you can mock and gloat me all you want. You were right. I was wrong. At least you're honest. Was it CD for bedtime?
It was not CD for bedtime, chatter. Incorrect. No, it was somebody else had it. Although to be fair, if I thought of that, I might have said CD for. It was actually straw, because straw betting.
Oh.
Because it was tough. It was just so hard linking some of the last words together. I try my best to not give hints that it has to have like a leap in logic to get to, because oftentimes if there's one that's a leap in logic, there are several others that could be a leap in logic I just didn't think of.
Yeah.
So I try my best to avoid that. It did in fact say that.
Also, the assassin was the aesthetically pleasing center for center. Good
I was
thing.
really hitting the hay, hitting the straw. Now you get it.
Yeah.
Now you get it.
You know, Corey was born, you know, out on a major, so it makes sense for straw. Like Jesus born on the hay.
Yeah. Sure, man. That's what you want to go with.
Yeah. Did 3 wise men show up when you were born on the hay on the ground?
No, I didn't see 3 wise men, but there were 3 doctors. So does that count? They are technically wise men. They graduated with a medical degree.
Frankincense and myrrh, the impractical joker.
Yeah, it was really weird. I don't know. He wasn't famous yet or anything, so it was some just guy that showed up.
All right, new board has been set. As a reminder, if we manage to get to 100,000 likes on TikTok tonight, we will be playing The Price is Wrong!
The Price is Wrong!
It is our own custom minigame, similar to The Price is Right. We use weird Facebook Marketplace items. They brought ham.
They brought ham.
3 wise men. Teacher is a repeat. Okay, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my list, and I'm going to see if teacher is repeated because it's a mistake or because teacher appears twice on the list. If teacher appears twice on the list, that means my system isn't broken, just my list of words is broken. If teacher doesn't appear twice, I'm gonna be really upset and mad. Okay, so teacher, it appears twice. It appears twice. Whoo! Deleting the extra one now. That will never happen again. Never, ever.
Man, we were talking so much earlier about you being a bed pisser.
What the hell?
I'm gonna be a toilet one real quick. Be right back.
Okay. All right. Going to cover the board so that Corey doesn't see it when he's walking by.
I'm doing it. I'm looking. Can't stop me. I'm free.
Make it worm. Is worm on this board? Do we have worm? Oh, you want to replace the extra teacher with worm. Yeah, I can do that for you while we're stalling for time a little bit while Corey's in the bathroom.
Worm out, Mark.
Hey, Corey's giving the clues, not me. I won't be worming
Worm
out.
out on us!
You know, official Steve, if you're still in chat, we were still referencing that thing you said at the beginning of Friday of, oh geez, Mark's gonna just be worming out and pick worm right away. We're referencing that all weekend, and I went to see Princess Mononoke is I pronouncing that right?
Yeah, that's not good.
Princess Mononoke over the weekend, and the movie opened with the demon god absolutely worming out. And Jeremy Armand is in the theater with me. He's like, he's worming out! He's worming out! Oh, worm.
Worming out.
Isn't password a repeat too? No. Okay, so what's happening? Pass was on the board a round or two ago, and the hint was words. So people were saying, oh, pass as in password. Password was not on the board. That is a new original word. So, that's what they get you. What does it mean to worm out? I have no idea. Genuinely, I have no idea. One of our chatters just accused me of worming out, saying that I was just gonna randomly pick worm right off the bat without
That's
everyone
what it
giving a
means.
chance.
That's the definition of worming out. It's picking worm for no reason.
He's going wormo mode.
Your lists don't have data validation. I'm not mad, just disappointed, says Dr. Vasiliae. Dr. Vasiliae, I know nothing about data management, and I took 2 lists that I thought were unique from each other and put them together. I could have done data validation of some sort to get rid of the repeats in Google Sheets, but I didn't. And then I got really far into the process before realizing there were repeats, and now any changes would be very detrimental. All right, now you stall while I think of something.
Alright, I can. Bro's up to exactly 0 data validation. Bro does not know the meaning of being validated. In data, of course. Worm out. Just chat worming out without me, dude. I got for 1 second, chat worms out. What the heck? Never included. What is Zamboni? Zambonis are like the thing in the ice rinks and the hockey rinks and the skating rinks that slide across the ice in order to smooth it all out again. What a wacky word for just such a silly vehicle mechanism. Zambonis are wacky. Still angry about straw for bedtime, Corey? That's valid.
Your first hint is going to be money for 3.
Money. Is Mr. Krabs on this board?
Yeah.
Let me see Mr. Krabs.
Instant assassin. Yo, Candace sent to heart me. Thank you so much, Candace.
Money, you gotta get that green. That's easy. Mark, show me green.
Money. That is correct. Eek.
Bucks. You also gotta get some bucks. Get your green, get your bucks. Get your oil. I don't see banana stand on here. There's always money in the banana stand. Let me see buck. Oh, he wrote another one.
That is correct.
Oh, it's correct.
Very nice.
Oil. Yeah, oil's worth a lot of money. Oil's worth a lot of money. Mark, show me oil.
Unfortunately, that is correct. Very nice. That is 3 of our 9 field agents discovered right off the bat.
Ivory is also worth a lot. Well, maybe we got oil by coincidence then. We'll keep ivory in the back of the head, but I don't think we should pay too much mind to it. But do still think about it. There's a chance we got oil by complete accident.
Are you going to pass?
Yeah, pass.
I'm going to reveal ivory. It's belonging to the red team.
On second thought, chat, maybe we completely forget about ivory. Chat, on second thought, maybe we just put it in the back of our minds and never think about it again. Well. Worm. Good idea. Computer as crypto. Computer as crypto as in Bitcoin as in money. I have all my money in crypto. If I see a penny off the street, I am throwing it at a guy so we can wire transfer it to my crypto bank account. My sister is a Zamboni driver. Ask her how it feels living my dream.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, to be honest.
That's sick. Zamboni is like the thing that goes across the ice, like we said, that cleans it. I think the way Zambonis work, I've heard rumors, I've heard whisperings for the Zamboni grape lines that the way is it kind of like melts the ice to fully like make it even, and then in the back it refreezes it as it goes over. That's kind of cool. When is Corey Coin dropping? I'm gonna be dropping my own cryptocurrency like tomorrow. You should all buy into it with your life savings so I could just rug pull it at the last second.
Guys, would you support a Boardgamers rug pull?
Guys, would you buy into our rug pull? Boom as in boomers, as in the generation that ruined the economy. Mark gonna say pasta for Zamboni. I love a good Zamboni Alfredo. I'll just send you my SS number directly. Okay, Chad. Now we're talking. How can we scam, guys? First time scamming chat. Kind of nervous. Any ideas? It disperses water onto the ice and it takes a few minutes to freeze. Okay. You're doing great. Thanks. Awful. I'm nervous. First time scamming. If you ask nicely, you can scam me. Our chat's so wonderful. They just let me scam them. They just let me steal all their money. 51K likes, yes sir, halfway to 100K. As a reminder, at 100K likes, if we can manage to hit it, we'll be playing our very own mini game, The Price is Wrong, where you guys have to guess the price of various random shit I found on Facebook Marketplace. Lightsabers and Darth Vader negotiating people through lightsaber death like money? What?
No, they spit with that.
Just ask. A lot of people will say yes to a scam. Isn't that like those like spam callers? That's their entire game plan. That's their entire game plan, is just to ask nicely and then hope somebody will eventually just say yes. You can try to scam me if you have a bad firewall. I'll make sure when I try and scam you, say it or no, I'll make sure to turn off my firewall. How's that sound?
All right. This sucks, so I'm just gonna go for it. Your hint is going to be clean for 3.
Clean for 3? Hell yeah. What do we got? Zamboni! Chat, Zamboni's clean! They clean the ice! Toilet, dust. Is none an option? Chat, Zambonis! Zambonis clean the ice! That's their whole thing! That's what they do! That's what they do! It's gotta be Zamboni! It's gotta be! Mark, show me Zamboni!
That is correct. Very nice. That is 4. 4 of our 9 field agents discovered.
Fuck yes, dude. Worms, toilet, dust. Worms clean compost. Oh, worms clean compost.
I'm worming out right now.
Mark's worming out over here.
Would ham worms be worm-shaped ham or worms that eat ham? I would say worms that eat ham. That's what a ham worm is.
All right, we're gonna go toilet though, because you clean the toilets. That's like the thing that you clean. Mark, show me toilet. If it's worm, if it's worm.
Time to reveal a red one.
If it's worm, I swear.
I'm going to reveal...
Dusting is cleaning. Dusting was my other one that I was thinking about.
Reveal.
I was not going solo. I did not go solo there. All right. So many other people were saying toilet. You say thumb?
Thumb.
Thumb guys from Spy Kids. Spy Kids 1. You never forget Spy Kids 1. It always stays back in your mind. It's man-made horrors beyond our comprehension. Spy Kids 1, I think. I think Spy Kids 1 is what introduced me to my love of eldritch horror. Like, when they turned those people into, like, the Figments, nightmare fuel. But I was all about it. Nightmare. He's worming out about us picking worm. Zamboni cleaned the ice stadium? Yes, we guessed Zamboni, and it was right. It was right. Toilets are the opposite of clean. That's why you clean them. That's why you clean the toilets. Dude, Spy Kids Game Over has my heart. Let me say, as a certified gamer child, freaking love that movie. I going back and watching old movies like that are crazy, because I saw a clip on my For You page on TikTok from Spy Kids Game Over where it was the kid Judy was looking for family members that could assist him, and it was giving pros and cons of all of his family members, and it got to his grandpa and he's like, pro, super smart, super cool, super da-da-da, and then just con in a wheelchair. Insane. But stadium is also a word. Stadium, you clean stadiums, I see that. Too much CGI before CGI was good, I didn't like it. No, but that's why it's great. That's why it has aged phenomenally, because the CGI is awful.
Alright. This isn't gonna be great. I'm gonna do a hint that I've done before.
Okay.
It was a hint I did before with some criticism for me doing it, but you did the Mary Had a Little Lamb one.
It's
so.
true. It's true. Although I did sway chat to my side by making it part of trying to get him to guess ham.
Okay.
So I think I had that on my side.
Your hint. It's gonna be The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The book for 2.
Lion, we're flying fast and loose with this proper noun law today. I love it. Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Chat, he keeps using this clue. I have never seen this movie.
Have you read the book?
Nope.
Learn to read.
It's hard for me, okay? Sentence through. Oh, through's on the board? Oh, it's gotta be through. It's gotta, because you go through the wardrobe into Narnia. Mark, show me through.
That is correct.
Easy.
Very nice. That is 5 of our 9 field agents discovered. Very nice. Very nice.
There's a queen, so maybe princess. Princess. Chat, I'm gonna take your word for it. I don't know. Well, okay, hold on. Pause. Do we want to say princess as a guess for Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? Or do we want to say dust as a guess of last round's clue? All right. Do we want to go back to last round and we're confident enough that it's dust? Or do we want to say princess first? Nah, not princess. Dust. Princess. Dust. All right, Mark, show me dust first.
That is correct.
Split the difference with sneeze. Mark, let me see it. No, I'm kidding. Don't show it.
That is 6 of our 9 field agents discovered. Very nice. Wardrobes have dust.
You're right. And so do lions sometimes. And so do princess. We got one more guess. The book has a dust cover. He specifically said book, so sentence. I'm feeling princess. I'm gonna take chat's word on princess, unless a cavalcade of anti-princess propaganda starts hitting me in my face all of a sudden. Much like when the people wanted the Queen of England to step down and start throwing anti-princess propaganda. No, not princess. Pfft, I've been sold. I just say we pass. I'm just gonna pass. I'm gonna pass. Anti-princess, anti-princess. Down with the monarchy.
Time to reveal a red one. I'm going to reveal computer. This belongs to the red team.
Computer. That would be wild if you got rid of princess just then. Lightsaber because they're cool. Spittin'. Rim. Chat really likes rim because they can only think of one definition for rim. There are more definitions than one. Like, for example, sky. That's all I got. That's it. That's the end of the list. I couldn't go any further. All the reason you need. The outer rim? Exactly. Rim of a basketball hoop? Asking me what the definition of rim is not going to bait me into giving the definition of rim. I promise you. Once a king or queen of Narnia, always a king or queen of Narnia. Rim of a cup? Exactly. Rim is not referring to Hoop's angry face.
Let's see if I even remember this notation here.
Weren't you all the Star Wars haters? I don't think so.
Star Wars haters? I like Star Wars.
I like Star Wars. I don't like certain parts of Star Wars, but I like Star Wars. Austin hated Star Wars.
Alright, we're gonna try our best with this. C# for 2.
C# for 2. Chord. Boom.
You like that?
Easy. I'm gonna see one person in chat say it so I can have plausible deniability. I see it! Chord! Let me see chord!
That is correct. Very nice. That is 7 of our 9 field agents discovered.
Woo!
Chord, even if it's spelt wrong. Chord.
Don't call it a chord, dude.
They're spelling with a CH, so they're saying chord.
That's how you spell it.
Wrong chord, lol.
That's how you spell it. Chat, it's okay. It's okay. Positive. C. C. Glad you got rid of the computer. That is a music chord. Chat, he's being clever. Let him be clever, all right? We don't get that very often from him. Let him have this one.
I sneeze in that.
What else would be C#? I'm not musical. Positive because it's like C+1.
RIM is for reader interference model. That was for an old hint, but I just got to reading that.
Password because it's a special character. Dart because sharp. Isn't that a... Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing you got rid of computer for this one.
Isn't that a computer programming language? That would be C+, Becky. Also, Becky, were you the person like a week ago who's asking me what brand hair ties I use? I was looking for your name in chat ever since. I took a picture of them so I can remember if that is you. If not, I'm going to be talking nonsense a moment.
Pass.
Wait, I took a picture of them. Where'd they go?
I'm pretty sure it is a language, Mark.
Oh yes, it was me. GIMME is the brand I use. Gimme, but without the second I. GIMME.
C hashtag is a language. Hashtag, Jesus Christ. Chat, pull me out of my misery. I said hashtag.
Oh, ain't that cool?
Darts are sharp. Yeah, pass. I think we got to pass. I don't know what else on this board it could be referenced to. Especially now that computer's gone.
All right, passing.
I'll pass it.
I'm going to reveal RIM as belonging to the red team.
Oh. The rim belongs to the red team.
Okay. I'm going to say for the final hint, Motivational speech for 2.
Playing.
Motivational speech for 2.
Sentence? Positive? Yeah, okay. Positive in stadium. Let me see positive first. Motivational. It's positive.
That is correct. That is 8 of the 9 affiliations discovered.
And stadium, you give motivational speeches in a stadium. Ooh, is stadium or sentence though? Cheerleader?
1 word left.
All right, well, 1 word left. Let's run a poll, Mark. We'll pull it up. There's 3 camps of thought right now. We'll see which one has the more chatter belief.
All right, what are the options?
Stadium, sentence, and cheerleader. Boom. Start poll. People really want Worm, chat. Worm's gonna be the assassin. Worm is going to be the assassin.
All right, the poll has started. On TikTok, you have 1 minute to express your opinions. The options are stadium, sentence, and cheerleader. What was the first answer for C#? It was chord. It was chord with C-O-R-D.
Oh, shit.
Apparently, the actual answer is chord, but I was not aware. I'm not a music person. I did 12 years of piano. I was not good at it, nor did I like it. I dreaded it every single day. I hated piano so much.
There you go. Fix the YouTube poll.
What about the missing clue for Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe?
That is true, but we have 2 words left, so no matter what, these words are gonna have
You have 1 word left.
Well, I meant at the start of this round, when you gave us this clue. All right, at the start of this round, when you gave us this clue, it was for 2. So, theoretically...
Did you say hair ties were called Gimme? I think I found them. Yes, they're called infinity bands, not hair ties specifically, but it's G-I-M-M-E, all caps. That is exactly correct.
Whenever I want a hair tie, I say gimme.
Gimme.
Gimme. All right, what's TikTok
The
saying?
results are in with 31 votes. Winning by over 10 is sentence.
YouTube likes sentence too? Mark, show me sentence.
That is correct. Very nice. That was, in fact, the last one for Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe as well. Books are made up of sentences.
Books are made up? Do you know they also made it a movie though?
Yeah, but guess what scripts are made out of?
No.
Yeah, you're not gonna believe this.
No. There's no freaking way.
There's no freaking way. And the assassin, nobody talked about it much, thankfully. The assassin was lightsabers. Very nice, very nice.
But lightsabers are cool.
Oh, they're cool. I forgot about the fact that they're cool.
You can't just skip over that.
Good night, Sandero. 2 a.m. Wow. Went very late.
I stayed up to 4 a.m. last night.
Why?
Not proud of it. Couldn't sleep. Couldn't sleep. Up all night.
You know what I do in that situation?
What? Sleep? I knew it!
Sneeze belonged to the red team as well. Yeah, there were a few tricky ones in here that I was trying to connect. For clean, it was Zamboni. Did I say clean for 3? For 3. It was Zamboni and Dust, and I was really just like, maybe there's a world in which they see cleaning as a positive. Maybe there's a world. Or if you clean glass, you can look through it. I was not confident in either of those, but I'm like, I'm just gonna say 3. But the other thing was, I knew you were gonna say toilet eventually, but I was fine with you saying toilet because it was a miss.
Right.
It wasn't red, it was a miss. So I'm like, if I say it for 3 and they get the 3 that I want, or the 2 that I want, and then toilet, I'm still happy with that outcome. That's still removing words. So that was my logic.
All right.
I was gonna say positive for clean. Well, then, Brittany, we were on the same wavelength.
Dude, Amazon's gonna sue you.
What?
They're gonna sue your ass.
No,
That's copyright infringement right there.
Amazon wouldn't do that.
Small indie company Amazon would never sue me, a little creator. Okay, they just wouldn't do it.
They want it. It's messed up. Well, are you down for another round? You can probably do at least another round or two of Codenames before moving on to Wavelength. You want to do one more round of Codenames than Wavelength?
We'll do one more round of Codenames, and then one with Wavelength.
All right. If you press set 6, that will give you the next board.
Set 6.
Very nice. No repeats. None at all is what we were looking at. Let me glance and make sure. None repeat. Yeah, these actually look good. I don't think there are repeats here. I'm telling Mr. Bezos, no, please.
No, God, please.
I'm telling my dad they work for Amazon. Angel Grace sent a rose. Thank you so much, Angel Grace.
Yeah, well, my dad works for Super Amazon, and he's gonna sue your dad. What's the score?
After the last, I think it was 3.
I can't believe you'd forget this.
I'm pretty sure it was 3. It wasn't the best round in the world. I'm pretty darn sure it was 3.
My dad is Amazon. Call you Jeffrey right now. I'll have you know, I have Jeff. I call him Jeff, by the way. We're on a first name basis on speed dial, and he is going to hear about this.
First name basis requires him to also call you by your first name.
Oh. Well, he just calls me like mean things, so that doesn't count then.
Aaron Nicole says, I feel like I'm giving my age when I said books use dust covers. Are dust covers the like paper outer cover that you fold within? Okay.
That's a dust cover. I think people still call them dust covers. That's what I've only ever heard it referred to as.
I wasn't familiar with the term, but that does make sense. Yes, okay. That added the hair ties to my son's shopping list for his prom outfit. Ooh, that's exciting. Prom coming up. Holy moly, hope to have a fun time. Big event. I remember my prom, I think.
Do you?
Yeah. I took Charlie as my +1. He had just graduated the year before, so I brought him back.
I have a fun prom story.
Do you?
Well, because originally, obviously, we went to school together, we had the same prom, right? Mm-hmm. And we were going to sneak our friend, we were going to sneak Board Ghost and their girlfriend into our prom as our +1s, mm-hmm. right? And unfortunately, schedules didn't work, they couldn't go to prom. So instead, we winded up, you took Charlie as a +1, and then I asked a girl out to go to prom with me, mm-hmm. and she did. Super awesome. I knew her from tech in our school. And then we had a great time at prom, went to the after party. I have not spoken to her since. Not even a word. Not one singular word.
Bad impression.
It's terrible. If somehow she sees that, hey, my bad. My fault.
What does pump even mean?
That's a good point.
That's a good point. I saw that. I Googled that word before. It's actually meant to take that out of the list. Let me Google the definition, and if we don't like it, we will replace it with a new word. Pump means ceremony and splendid display, especially at public events. Or ostentatious boastfulness or vanity. So, does that sound like a fun word, or you want to replace it?
You're just making shit up.
Well,
half those words are made up.
That makes sense to everyone, or are you gonna put ham on the board or some shit?
Corey ghosting people was not on my 2025 bingo card. No, I didn't ghost them. They also never spoke to me again after that. It was a mutual, we never spoke to each other one time after that.
Replace it with lemon deal. Done deal, it is now lemon.
All right. I need to focus. I need to lock in. Stop distracting me, Mark.
Like pompous. I've already forgotten the meaning of it. Don't worry, it's gone. It's gone, or a big to-do. It might be a more common word in the UK. It's like overly fancy, yes. When you give those options, how can we not do ham? I'm sorry, somebody requested do lemon. And I'm like, we haven't done lemon before. That sounds fun to me. UK here, never heard it. Not just from the UK here, that is the whole UK here.
I'm feeling the presence of UK in this chat right now.
And is this UK in the room with us?
Yes.
Guys, we got everybody here. They said they never heard. We asked them all.
Yes, I am the whole of the UK. Holy moly. We got all of them and it only counts as one viewer?
Oh shit, it's true. They even have the flag to prove it.
They do.
Nice, everyone pull out your phone.
Hey, I'm back. Welcome back, Lauren. Good to see you again.
Imagine we said, yeah, prove it, have everybody join on their phone, and our viewership just skyrockets by the entire population of the UK for a second.
So it would at least double our current viewership.
At least. I'm gonna give you a hint. Forge for 3.
Forge for 3. WUK.
WUK indeed.
Forge for 3. I'm looking at Smith. Smith makes a whole lot of sense. Cole Smith. Lauren says Smith in YouTube chat. They're all sharing a screen because of the TV tax.
It's understandable. Gotta save money when you can.
Smith. Corey, show me Smith.
Smith.
Woo! Like
Woo.
Jerry Smith from Rick and Morty?
Rick and Morty. Popular hit adult TV comedy animated show Rick and Morty by Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland.
Yeah, that one. Show me Cole.
Cole.
Very nice, very nice. That is 2 of our blue field agents discovered right off the bat. And War. Like a...
What is it good for?
Warforged, like D&D. Richard and Mortimer?
Hook. Rigor Mortis?
The Hook. Cross. Why cross? You could forge a triangle, the instrument. Hook, because like you forge a hook. War. He is a D&D player. It could be a Warforged. Forge a river, cross a river. He definitely wasn't thinking river. 100% he is not thinking river. Is river even on this board? War.
No, but cross is.
You forgot the T on forget, Corey. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna go with it. Corey, show me war. What is it good for?
Well, absolutely nothing except for getting a point in code names.
That's worth something to me. Very nice. That is 3 of our 5 field agents discovered.
Like
I for gore. More like I for war.
I forge gore.
Whoa.
What?
Also, we are at 66,000 likes on TikTok right now. Thank you all so much. If we manage to get to 100,000 tonight, we will be playing The Price is Wrong. It's our own custom mini game where Corey scoured Facebook Marketplace top to bottom, looking for the weirdest listings he could find, and it's our job to guess the prices. Corey redeem arc, Lemon Mary. The graduation song you walk to is Pomp and Circumstance. Well, the clown song is March of the Gladiators, so...
Actually, the clown song is whatever you're playing, buddy.
Well. How long are you guys on? Probably around another hour. Give or take. So yeah, the interesting thing, I'm not lying when I say that the circus song, the clown song, is called March of the Gladiators. And
Oh, I gotta show a red one.
oh yes.
Let's get rid of... Koala.
Koala. Oh, that's a good one to get out of here. Thank you for the reminder, Dora. Isn't the clown song also played back faster than it should be? Yes, that's what I was about to say. So the thing is, to my knowledge, I might be misquoting a little bit here, but to my knowledge, it is a pretty old song that we've taken, and we don't know the original tempo it was supposed to be played at, and we don't know what instruments it was supposed to be played on. The best we can do is speculate. So this, happy-go-lucky clown music, it might just be because we're playing it really fast and on the wrong instruments. So I have seen people attempt to slow it down and put it into different mediums, and it does sound more intimidating, sound more warlike. And they use it in circuses because it has a little bit of a fun chaos feel, but when you slow it down, it just feels like chaos, which makes sense for gladiators. It's not supposed to be just intimidating, there's also that chaos factor. You got something for me?
Sorry, I just read a comment saying, here I was, forging koalas. I got something for you. Demon for 2.
Demon is Slayer on the board. Anyone go and see the new Demon Slayer movie? It's a fun fact right there. Nightmare Clown music. Lemon. Lemon Demon? Or or Demon Lemon. Is that an artist? Lemon Demon. Hook, witch. Police. Ooh, police, that's funny. Demon. Witch and unicorn. For demon? Witches aren't demons, nor do they notably interact with demons. Cross, because you use a cross to ward off demons. Witch and cross. Cross is the one I'm most convinced of. I don't really think it's witch. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But cross makes sense. Corey, show me cross. Monday, I have to face my demons at work every Monday.
Cross.
Woo! Very nice. That is 4 of our 9 field agents discovered. Not bad at all. Hook, like Captain Hook. He's not a demon. He is a bad guy, but he's not a demon. Mondays. Witch summons demons, but they don't do. Okay. You know what? I was questioning a lot of people before because I don't associate witches and demons. I think they're separate things. Tay's Book Talk. Anyone on Book Talk is going to know a whole hell of a lot better than me what witches get up to. Corey, show me witch.
Witch.
Woo!
Which witch is which, though?
Very nice. Y'all convinced me. Lemon equal demon. That's a good point. Facts.
I'm gonna get rid of...
Yeah, I'll pass now.
Oh, sorry, yeah, my bad. You sure?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of unicorn.
Okay, alright, it's a good one to get rid of. Lemon, like demon. Okay. Isn't there an artist who's Lemon Demon as well? Am I crazy?
It's the guy that made the Ultimate Battle of Ultimate History.
Neil Cicerega?
Yeah,
Oh.
I believe he goes by Lemon Demon. Boardgamers, is that right? I'm pretty sure it's right. I figured if anybody knew, you'd be you in this immediate room. I'm sure most people know better than me otherwise.
EVIL is an acronym that stands for every villain is lemons.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool, yeah. Neil Cicerega.
Same guy that made Harry Potter Puppet Pals, too.
Made Harry Potter Puppet Pals, Ultimate Battle of Ultimate Destiny, Mouth Sounds, which was an album used in...
Brody Quest?
Oh, they had Brody Quest! Whoa, yeah. Brody Quest is so good.
It was an internet song in the 2000s.
Yeah, that checks.
There's a person on TikTok that had a doll haunted by a demon that loved lemons. That sounds like a lot of nonsense. Sounds like a hoopla. I want to see a custom board that is full of homonyms. What? Why? Why would you want that? There, and there being on the board.
I would.
Country Mozart, how do you envision that we would play that board? Triangle, like the satanic symbol. We may have gotten them. It may have been those two for Demon. We might not have to think of Demon anymore. There may have been some other ones he was considering in the background. 2, 2, and 2, says Dora. That sounds really miserable. I want a board with just letters. Okay, well, once again, how would we possibly give you a hint that connects just letters together? Since when were triangles satanic? So a pentagram is satanic, and if you take 2 triangles and kind of turn them and remove one of the points from one of them,
I was
and
gonna say,
then kinda
careful.
shape it back, you get 5 points, which makes a pentagram. Illuminati or something. Doritos are pretty satanic.
Yeah.
That's actually correct. What's the difference between an upright star and an upside down star? Upside down is pentagram, but there's a name for an upright star too. I think it's like pentacrux or something like that. Heyo, says Ben Studstill 007. Welcome in, welcome. I know you didn't intend it to be read as 007.
But we're doing it now.
But that's how we read it. Doritos are sacred, don't play. Mr. Bill. Dr. Facilier suggests a board that's 25 colors. You know what? Here's what we'll do. I'll do a board of 25 colors, and we'll do it once to prep for a game of Hues and Clues. So once I implement Hues and Clues into this game, we will do one round of all colors and see how disastrous it goes, and then go from there. Are you roommates? We are not. Hues and ew. Hues and Clues, heck yeah. Yeah, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. We just don't have it in the studio right now.
No, finish.
No, I was laughing at what's written on your board.
Garfield for 2. Garfield!
I love game color brain. Interesting. Garfield. So, if a cat swallowed an entire dish of lasagna in one bite, I would call the police. But it's probably Monday.
I'd be impressed.
What's Hues and Clues is a game where we guess colors based off hints similar to this. It's kind of interesting. Corey, show me Monday.
Monday.
Woo! Very nice, very nice. Is Odie on the board?
Show me Odie.
Is Nermal on the board?
Show me Normal.
John?
The
spider?
Nope.
Guys, do we know about...
Where's lasagna?
Guys, do we know about the permanently removed from circulation Veterans Day Garfield comic? Anyone know that one? Card, mess, Monday, mess. All right, so many people saying mess. Show me mess. That kitty makes a mess. Woo! Very nice. That is 7 of our blue field agents discovered. We have 2 left, and I'm gonna pass.
All right.
No, go on.
I'm gonna get rid of...
I'll explain it right after he reveals this.
Police!
Woo!
Don't call the police on Garfield. He did nothing wrong.
So there is a banned Garfield comic strip that came under massive controversy when it came out. And to be fair, I don't know how they published this when they did it. It slipped through a lot of fingers to get there. But what it was a very simple comic strip where Garfield has his rivalry with the spider. And today's my orange cat's birthday. Ooh, happy birthday, orange cat. But Garfield and the spider have the rivalry where he always takes the newspaper and he swats the spider. And there was one comic where the spider is having a standoff. Her name is Pippa. Ooh, happy birthday, Pippa. Hope you get plenty of treats on your big day. But Garfield and the spider are having a standoff, and the spider says, "You may splat me down now, but my people will remember me, and the courage it took for me to stand here. I will not be forgotten." And then just splat. And then it cuts to a bunch of spiders in a spider classroom saying, "And that's why we call today Stupid Day." And in remembrance of the spider that stood up to Garfield who got splatted. It's Stupid Day. And then they published that comic on Veterans Day.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
It was wild. It was a complete mistake. They didn't mean to do that, but yeah.
Oh.
Not on Veterans Day. Yeah, it was a big thing.
All right.
Arcades veterans. Dr. Facilier, come on.
It's true. He said that. We got him on camera.
I hate this.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Duck song for 2. Talking about old 2000s viral songs.
Grape. Show me grape. And he waddled
Grape.
away. Waddle. And he waddled away. What is a Veterans Day? Is it an American thing? Yes, it is an American thing. It's a day that we support troops that served in the military and are now veterans. Lemonade. And a duck walked up to the lemonade stand. Show me lemon.
You're gonna sing the whole song by the end of this, right? First
Said
to
to
verse.
the man running the stand. Quack, quack, quack. Got any grapes?
No. Just quack, quack, quack. That's what an actual duck would say. That's all he can say. It's
Hey,
duck.
got any grapes? Is grape on this board? What's the second one for duck's song? Tournaments, because that duck would win in a tournament. Plot, because there's intense plot happening. Waddle, because he waddled away. Waddle, waddle. Yo, Rebecca sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Rebecca.
Till the very next day, dude.
Hook, because the song kind of like hooks you, right? It hooks you, and that could also apply for Forge. I don't know if we're missing one for Forge. The song Hook, yeah. But Veterans Day is not Memorial Day, which is more like the comic. I could be mixing it up. I'm pretty sure it's Veterans Day. It may have been Memorial Day. They are separate days. Hook, for sure, but don't hold me to it. Well, you said for sure.
Hook, for sure, absolutely guaranteed, but if it's wrong, I didn't say that.
Show me Hook.
I respect it. Hook.
You're lucky you slipped that. Don't hold me to it in at the end.
If you wouldn't have said that last part.
The hook brings you back. Card, because we're looking for a Duck Song card.
I'm gonna cover card.
Never mind. All right, I only have to do one for one. I'm thinking Ray, because Ray William Johnson covered the Duck Song.
Scheme for one.
Scheme. Brainstorm? Brainstorm, right? Oh wait, would it be plot? No, crap. Plot or brainstorm, everyone. Plot, triangle. Plot. Okay, plot makes more sense than brainstorm. Show me plot.
It was plot!
And he plotted away. How does that apply to Duck Song?
Because if you watch all 3 Duck songs, okay, if you were musically literate, you would realize he asked for grapes from a lemonade stand because it was all a plot to get the lemonade guy to go out with a retail worker down the street. That is a real fact.
What the hell?
Yep.
What the hell?
Yep. It's true.
Well, the score, I won't forget to keep track of it this time. The score that we got is 4. Very nice. Our score is calculated by how many Redfield agents remain off the board. So 4 ended up on the board, meaning 4 stayed undiscovered. Our final score is 4.
Chad, I did not know any other movie or song or anything that featured a lemon being an integral part of the plot. All right, let me get in that one.
Not offhand. Nothing I can help you with there.
Where's the villain? Well, the villain is the Duck, because while he was doing something nice, he is essentially a terrorist.
They're asking where the assassin is.
Oh, sorry. Assassin? Post.
Post.
Like the Malone.
Malone for 0.
Malone for 0.
But technically, none of the cards on the board, they're in your hands. Are they? Ooh. It was physical all along. These cards are glued to a glass sheet in front of the camera. Redemption arc successful indeed.
Woo!
Remember Candy Mountain? Jillian, I remember Candy Mountain.
I was forged in the Candy Mountains.
I remember llamas with hats, indeed.
Carl, that kills people.
Carl, that kills people.
I can't wait until Gen Alpha is old enough that they can really start putting a knife to the things that we enjoyed growing up, the things that we reference. You know, I guess technically younger Gen Z is already doing that.
Carl. All right, it is now time for Wavelength.
Woo! Here, take this. I don't want it. Corey was cross for Forge. It was either cross or war, I think people were going to guess, which is why I said 3.
Let's clear this. Let's clear all of this. And start moving these. Do you want to explain how this game's played?
Vanessa says, how do you play this game? I don't get it. Don't worry, Vanessa. We're changing games. You don't have to worry about it. We're going to play Wavelength, and I will explain how Wavelength is played because it's even more simple than the game we played before. It's super simple. Mark is going to give us a spectrum. Maybe it's old to young. Maybe it's funny to not. Maybe it's dirty to clean. One of those types of spectrums, we're then going to spin this board up and open up like this, and this blue 4 is going to be placed somewhere randomly on our spectrum of those 2 words. Your job in chat is easy. Give me clues that would point someone to where the blue 4 is on those spectrum of words. I look away and suddenly I hear a waterfall.
Well, hey,
water noises.
No, they're talking about I silently and stealthily stepped behind the board to take a quick sip of water that nobody Nobody overheard nor judged.
Why do you do this? I feel like you gulp intentionally louder every time you drink while Mike.
It's the volume at which I gulp. It is the volume at which I gulp. It is natural. Everyone does it. I cannot be faulted for this.
I've drank stuff on camera many times, and Chad has not once said something to me about it.
Glug, glug, glug. We listen and we don't judge. Put these markers over here.
All right, I'll take them.
Unless, I'll keep the blue one just in case someone rate my blue. All right. What word are we starting with? To be fair, I did drink an entire mug of water.
That's fucked up, man. Unhinge your mouth like a python. Just down the hatch.
I'd be a loud glugger. So the card, we are going to maybe use a straw.
It wouldn't help.
Then how do I get the water in my mouth quick?
Suck it up. You suck on the straw.
We don't judge. What chat have you been reading, Mark?
That's so fucking true.
All right, Corey, do you want to start us off? Weak to strong is our card. I'm going to close up my eyes. We are starting with 7 cards. Eek. If I can get this out of the board. 7 cards. This is how many rounds we are playing through. The first card we're going to start with is weak to strong. Yeah, we can show off the miss emojis in this game too. Or the stickers, sorry.
Alright, spin it up. Is your YouTube Live monetized? I don't think so. No.
Nope.
Not right now.
But maybe soon, if everyone drops a follow on the YouTube.
So Chad has me, is the one with the glasses a boy or a girl? I genuinely can't tell. What's the fucking matter, man? Hey, real chat, I'm in my spicy area today, Chad. I'm in my feisty area. Real talk. Does it fucking matter? I'm not gonna dignify that with a response. It don't matter. Open it up the board. Weak or strong? Weak or strong, chat. That is where the blue 4 is. Weak or strong. Weak or strong. Yeah, because people like this get mad if we use the wrong pronouns. I don't give a shit. Quite frankly, go for it. If you want to give pronouns, that's a different question that you can ask. Not that one, all right? Weak or strong, weak or strong. That is where the blue 4 is. I'm closing it up. I'm spicy today. I told you. You can look. I'm feisty. I'm ready to fight.
It's going jalapeno mode.
Going jalapeno mode. All right. Sorry, that took me out for a second.
No, all good. Go off.
I'm going to go with first clue for you. The Rock. Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Okay, so, I mean, that guy's strong. Yeah, I couldn't take him in a fight. He could pulverize me. He's not the strongest thing in the world. He's not Jimmy Diamond. He's not gravitational force of a black hole. He's not Muhammad Ali. Yeah, he's about this strong. He's also an actor, so some of it is staged with the WWE stuff, so he's probably not as strong as a more traditional fighter.
All right. This is another good one too. Super glue.
Super glue. I'm kind of happy with my placement there. It's pretty darn strong. It's notably strong, but you can break it. You can even break it with your hands sometimes, made with the right tools. I'll take it over a little bit more though.
And the last one I'm gonna go with is... Ooh, let's do... This is a fun one, covalent bonds.
Oh, crap. You know, I mention science stuff every once in a while, and now they're testing me on it. I don't know anything about covalent bonds. Let's see. Yep, nope, not even gonna guess. But they're pretty strong. Is that the force between molecules? I don't want to look like an idiot, but so I'm just gonna firmly say I don't know anything about covalent bonds. But they're pretty darn strong. I'm gonna lock in right here.
So funny. All right, weak to strong.
Yes.
All right, let's see what we got.
I'm locked in. Let's see it. Weak to strong. Ooh. Yo! Holy crap! Let's go.
Let's freaking go.
That is a 4 to start us off. That seems pretty clearly on the 4 there. Very nice. Great clues. Great clues to start us off. Corey is going to add a number of points to the board. Yo,
What is that number, Mark?
It's going to be 3, actually. Kelsey Weasel sent a dolphin and a heart me. Thank you so much, Kelsey Weasel. And Laura sent a heart me. Thank you, thank you. It's time for a speech. Corey is writing a 3 on the board, not a 4. Why is he doing that? Well, you see, the thing about this game is a 4 is not worth 4 points. A 4 is worth 3 points. Because instead, the benefit is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been at 6 cards remaining, but because of that 4, which is worth 3 points, we are instead at 7. Very nice. Bad at math. Never expected to hear covalent bonds. Yeah.
I can't count. I can't read. Chat. I can't see.
It's because Corey's the red team.
Go on the red team.
Yeah, Corey's playing with the other team.
Purposely sabotaging all of our points.
All right, our next card is going to be best possibility, worst possibility. Is there anything you can do?
Nope.
Jesus Christ.
Not at all. That I can maybe make you laugh sometimes, and that's about, that's a thin line too. We're like on the cusp of that one not being true, but we're getting there.
It's a 3 because you have to pay tariffs.
That's tough. That's tough, man.
Dr. Vasilia hitting a little bit too close to home.
Not too close to home.
Best possibility, worst possibility. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. We need to give Corey a hint, get him to put the red dial right onto this blue 4. Okay, all right, I like these coming in. Oh, okay. I am closing up the board. Corey, you may look. Lil says, stepping in water with your socks, which I do like. Stepping in water with your socks. Let's see. Kayla says, they roast you instead of just saying no thanks.
It's the worst possibility. I hate that shit. The worst they can say is no. Not anymore. Not in the times we're living in. That is probably the best thing they can say is no, quite frankly.
And final one, this is a great one. Middle seat on an airplane. So stepping in water with your socks, middle seat on an airplane, and they roast your ass instead of saying no thanks.
All right, well, none of these do you die. Well, maybe when they roast you, you do, but that's a different topic.
Hey, I'll roast you over the fire.
Yeah, we take it a little more literal, maybe you die. But none of these you actually die, so it's not like the worst possibility. It's just you're very sad, I think is all, out of all of these, they're all very sad. So I'm going to keep it, this is about the halfway mark right here. I'm going to keep it above it to about there. They're all bad things I wouldn't want to have happen to me, but my socks are wet. I'm just going to change my socks. I'm in the middle seat. That sucks for however long my flight is, but I'll live. They roast me. I hope I'm delicious.
Leah says, hey, good to see you, Leah. Locked in right there.
I'm locked in.
Honorable mention, Miranda said, living in Gotham.
Why do people still live in that city? It has to be the fact that rent is so cheap. I refuse to believe there's any other reason someone would willingly live in Gotham.
Yes, I thought that was a funny one. And Becky says, only getting 1 cat. I agree. That is good to the worst possibility side, even though I only have 1 cat. Let's see it. Ooh, very nice, very nice. That is right on the line. What do we think? I see you see, it depends on how I hold it. This is to show, if I hold it way this way, you see blue peeking out. If I hold it this way, a little bit less extreme, you see orange sticking out. So do we think this is touching the 4, or do we think it is on the 3?
I think if you see orange sticking out.
Okay, think it's a 4 or 3?
I think if you're seeing orange sticking out in any way, shape, or form, that's got to be a 3.
Okay. All right, we're going to say this one's a 3 for
It's a
right
3.
now. We'll say it's a 3.
And you know what? Worst case scenario, if I'm wrong and it really is a 4, of all of those times we've said a 4 when it should have been a 3, we're making up for it.
Yes, we're making up for past transgressions. We won't put it to a poll this time. We may use that option in the future. Did Corey look? Yes, but he has to look at a screen, so it looks like he's looking off camera.
I looked with both my eyes closed. Does that count?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I looked at it.
Here's a fun card. Here's a card that I like. This is a custom card by me. I wrote this card. Wood to steel. So you can blame me. You can blame me.
Oh, how dare you make me give the hints for this card.
Also, real quick, if you enjoy what we're doing, if you've been having fun watching, if you like Codenames, if you had fun playing that, or if you like Wavelength, please feel free to give us a follow. It really does help out. We are doing our best to grow the channel right now. We are under 10,000 followers, which is, you know, it kind of stinks. It kind of sucks, and we'd like that to change, and you have the power to make that happen.
Dare I say it? A little cringe. Just a little bit, though.
So, big appreciation to everyone who does follow from stream.
Thank you, everybody, for following as well. I see a lot coming in. We really appreciate it. Wood to steel. Let's get going. Bam! Ooh, that 4 is completely covered. Let me spin that one more time. Bam! There we go. Wood to steel. Chat. Wood to steel. That right there is the 4. The blue 4. I like that. I like moving in. I'm going to close up the board. Mark, you can look. Superman.
Superman, he's the man of wood. No, that's only in the mornings.
Damn it, you got it before I did.
Yeah, that's pretty darn steel. But he's not literally made of steel, he's just the man of steel.
Iron Man.
That's iron, not steel. Anything else, Buster?
Sword.
It's an alloy. No, that's...
So is steel!
That's maxed out. Yo, Sinea sent a tiny and 12 GGs. Thank you so much. All right, I am maxed out. The Pokemon Durant. Okay, that's a maxed out answer if I ever saw it.
Honorable mentions, the beams in the Twin Towers.
Okay.
Steel spoon with steel handle. I couldn't say that one because it has steel in it.
I like Dr. Facilier's of Kidnapper.
Oh,
because they steal.
They're made of steel, dude. With steel, let's see it. Bam!
Becky says the hearts of people from Sheffield. I don't know what that means. You know, but there's some intense beef going on, I suppose. Isn't it insult if you have a heart of steel, or does it mean you're resilient? Like, if you say someone has a heart of steel, are they cold-hearted?
That would be my gut instinct.
Or like, oh, you know, they could get through anything.
That's my gut instinct.
OMG, not Sheffield. Resilient. Okay, Ames agrees. Resilient, but also less emotional. That's interesting.
Like an automaton.
That is a 4, which in this game mode is only worth 3 points. Why is that the case? Well, instead, the benefit is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been at 5 cards remaining, but we are instead at 6. Very nice. Heart of Gold. Sheffield is a major steel-producing city. Oh, interesting. Huh. Kind of like Pittsburgh. Have UK people heard of Pittsburgh?
It's the pits.
It's always interesting to know what geography Europeans do and don't know about America. Oh, sorry, I forgot to generate a new card. We're going to use this board placement, but the card is going to be bad good. Bad good. So hold on. Give the card a moment to update. Don't give the hint yet. It's not wood steel. It's bad good.
I would steal.
UK here. Yes, you know your geography. Well, I expect you to know most of the states, or the big cities, like New York, LA, but if I were to ask you to point to Pittsburgh on a map, would you be able to?
Yeah, you know, I expect, you know, people from UK to know some American geography, just like I think some people in America know UK geography, right? But you're not intimately familiar with it, so it's interesting to see what cities, or even states, like, slip through the gaps.
Is that in Nevada? No. No, it's not. Like, could you tell me what state St. Louis is in? All right, Corey, you may look.
It's like imagine in UK, right? Imagine you live near a city that's like really renowned and really popular, but it doesn't really have much global staying power. Like, it's interesting to see whether or not people have heard about that.
Yeah, or even like some of the larger cities I don't think of often, like Austin. Would you know what Austin is? Like that's like
Austin was here Wednesday.
that's like instant for most Americans, but is that common in the UK too? You can't tell me the name of any countries in the UK? Well, probably can't. Yeah, I'm not claiming I'm better. I'm just wondering if you can in the UK. Having no pets, so I'm not even a Fitch. I like A's answer, having a stomach flu for bad to good.
It's pretty bad.
Mary says military industrial complex.
It's pretty bad.
And last one, Texas. Okay, yeah, you knew where Austin was.
Oh,
Cool.
Texas. Awful. Horrible. It's too hot, dude. I would die if I lived in Texas. It's way too damn hot.
And final one from Jillian, tornadoes.
Tornadoes bad. Don't like them.
Tornado.
Not really any good redeeming qualities about a tornado, to be quite honest. They're just pretty bad. I feel like I gotta tick it up a little bit because I can think of many worse things, but tornadoes, they're pretty bad. They're not good in any way, so I'm gonna lock it there.
Locked in right there. Did you say Texas or Texas?
Same difference.
Texas, because I asked the question, do people from the UK know where Alston is? And they did. Very impressive.
They could bring you to Oz. Oh, shit, you're right. Go ahead, Mark, reveal it.
Bad to good. Whew, wow. Golly, that is a 4. That is an undeniable 4. I thought I was going to push you too far with the military-industrial complex, but Corey sees some upsides. No, it's because tornadoes are a force of nature. Yeah. Let's go. That is a 4. Wow. We are at how many points now?
12.
12 with 6 cards remaining. Guys, I'm not going to say it because you know.
As you know.
4.
We don't even have the conversation again. You guys know.
Austin is also in Minnesota. Didn't know that one. Counties are just like states in the UK. Oh, you said counties, not countries. Yeah, I don't know if I can name any UK counties. Manchester.
Austin traveled to Texas? Yeah, by foot. Took him a while.
I know Manchester. I don't know anything else. Suffolk, says Board Ghost. Well, who's Manchester always beefing with? Are they beefing with Suffolk?
Beefing with me.
I know there's
Come
like
take it
one
down.
place like, don't you mention Manchester in this part or else they'll explode. That's a city, not a county.
I'm gonna be so real. I'm not even gonna take a crack at it. I'm not even gonna take a crack at naming one, only because I barely know U.S. states and cities, right?
Yeah. Liverpool. Okay, that's a county. Very cool. Learn something new every day.
Are you going to play The Price is Wrong? If we hit 100,000 likes on TikTok, we absolutely will. Wash your sister, famous for the sauce. Exactly. All right. Yorkshire and Somerset County. All right. Dirty to clean, chat. Dirty to clean. Oh, Liverpool's who they're beefing with.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That makes more sense. Now that you say it, that does refresh my memory.
Dirty, clean, dirty, clean. That is the blue 4. I want 3 clues from chat. I can't even name all the counties in my state. Yeah, exactly. I'm not even gonna try. Also, that's a good point. UK counties aren't like states because we have counties.
Yeah, we do have counties here, and they're very different. I could name most of the counties in our state.
I'm going to close up the board. Mark, you can look.
You say Yorkshire wrong.
I'm gonna, just for that, I'm only gonna mispronounce Yorkshire. Yeah, let's go with day old socks.
Okay, it's pretty dirty. It's not the dirtiest thing in the world. It's not the bog, but it's pretty darn dirty.
Not the bog.
It's Yorkshire. You know, I'm sure that's possible. But then why do they spell it Yorkshire?
Dishes that were just rinsed off.
Dishes that were just rinsed off. I mean, there are plenty of instances where a rinse off may be sufficient. Like if you eat crackers and it's just some crumbs on a plate, a rinse off is sufficient. So that has me kind of more here, but with day-old socks, that's pretty dirty. You don't wear socks after a day.
And let's say, last one, towel after you've showered.
So here's the thing about that, okay? They polled Americans and asked how many uses of a towel do you think you can use before it needs to be washed, and then how many do you do? And what they said is most Americans think that after one use of a towel, it is too dirty to use again and you should wash it.
Yep, that's correct.
But they use it up to 5 times. The study said that 3 is perfectly fine. They said 3 uses of a towel is perfectly fine, is what they said in the study. I don't know what their metric was. And they said 5, maybe you shouldn't, but it's really not that bad. So.
That's crazy. Chat, you're drying off all of your body when you use that towel. How do you know, not to be too crass, but how do you know next time when you use the towel to clean yourself off, you're not wiping your face with what you used previously to wipe other things?
Always got a fun fact. At least 2, 1 on each side. Yeah.
All right, that's fair. The 1 on each side, I get that. That's fair and reasonable. Not for me, but that's understandable.
I'm gonna lock in right here.
Lock it right there, dirty to clean.
Wash every crevice and have an extra towel for my face. I don't use towels on my face or hair. I just let those air dry.
Don't dry my face with a towel because I have a face towel. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I just use 1 towel, and then I'm careful. Make sure I know which side I'm using when.
Use something else to dry your face. No, I just let my face air dry. I don't know.
All right, board open time. Dirty to clean.
Woo! Very nice. Holy moly. That is a 3. We have been doing great. 1 towel for my body, 1 for face, 1 for hair. Yeah, so I used to use a towel for my hair, but then as any curly hair person learns eventually in their life, people come out of the woodworks be like, that is the worst thing you could possibly do. Never put a towel to your hair. And what about a silk towel? And they're like, maybe.
Only on Wednesdays.
Well, we are down to 5 cards remaining with a score of 15. Holy moly. I can't stand wet hair on my back. It's such an ick. Hosbomb, I feel ya. I feel ya entirely, and it freaks me out when wet hair specifically touches the back of my shirt, my collar. That, I go crazy. I can deal with wet hair touching my back, but not my shirt, not like the fabric getting wet. So I try to avoid that for as long as possible, because once again, I can put a towel on my hair, so my hair stays wet for a very, very long time. It's annoying. I hate hair wet. Anyway, mainstream to niche.
Yo!
I use a t-shirt for my hair. That's interesting. I could see that having benefits depending on the t-shirt you use. Air drying, however, is bad for your scalp health. Oh, come on. Whatever I do, it's wrong.
You can't win, Mark. You should know that everything you say and do is wrong.
Need to diffuse. Microfiber towel for hair.
Microfiber towels and me got beef in general. I hate them. I hate them so much.
So as a fellow curly hair, a t-shirt for my hair. I'm gonna have to look into that. If curly hair people are telling me it works, then I will try it. Curly hair and use a t-shirt. Wow, okay. Thank you all for telling me that. All right, this 4 right here is what we were aiming for. The card is mainstream to niche. Diffusing is amazing for drying curly hair. Okay, I'm getting such good advice. Mainstream to niche, this 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the topic. Okay. Country Mozart says go bald, it's much easier. Okay, all right. I could see that. All right, I'm closing up the board. Corey, you may look. Let's say, you know what, I like it. Let's go with Yankov's guess, I misread. Maisie's guess of Chapel Roan.
Pretty mainstream. Pretty mainstream. She used to be niche. Now she's pretty mainstream. She's like one of the #1 pop celebrities right now.
Country Mozart has Rubik's Cubes, which I quite like.
Rubik's Cubes are super mainstream. However, there's a very niche group of people that use Rubik's Cubes as a competitive sport. So I can't max it out.
Breathing air is so bad for curly hair.
It's true.
Feels like that.
It's true. Mark, did you know having curly hair is just so bad for curly hair?
I hear Gorilla Glue is great for curly hair, says Country Mozart. Mainstream niche, so I said Chaperone. What was the other one I said? Rubik's Cubes. And then final one, you know what, this is a good one, from Nick, public education. Public education,
yeah, again, it's pretty mainstream. Yeah, I'll tick it up. You know what, this is pretty maxed out. Most people do public education. I'm gonna tick it up 1 for homeschool people and 2 for private school kids. But I think a large majority of the population goes to public education.
Okay, locked in?
Yep, I'm locked in.
Forgot to count for, like, people skip it all together illegally. Yeah.
Like me.
Whoo! It is on the target once again. That is a 3. Very nice, very nice. I may have pushed it too far with the public education hint, but I thought a lot more people did private school. You know, I considered a relatively large portion of, not a large portion, but a sizable chunk of the population does private school. Charter schools too, says Sarah. Yeah. Is that different from private school? Charter school means you live there, right?
Yeah, I think so. 18K or 18K? The 3?
Yes, that is a 3 with 4 cards remaining, and we're only 5,000 likes away from being able to do The Price is Wrong. Woo! And now my cards overtop the.
You can't believe you soiled it like that.
Soiled it.
Soiled it. Soiled it. No, that's boarding school. Because you get boarded.
It's a charter school then.
It's boarding school actually because you're bored into school.
Had to go to private school because the public school in my town lost its accreditation? Oh, jeez. Sorry to hear that. All right, mixing up the board. Forgot to generate a new card. Let me do that real quick. We are going to go with Powerless, Powerful.
Private school or school, online school with vouchers that fund them from public government is what a charter school is.
Huh. Okay, I'm closing my eyes. I'm setting it out this time.
That's right, I'm giving the hint. Why were you spinning it? Powerless to powerful! Boom, chat. Powerless, powerful, that right there is where the blue 4 is. Give me some clues. I'm gonna take 3 from chat, either YouTube or TikTok. Dealer's choice. Whatever I like. If I see anything good. Powerless to powerful. Anything that tickles my fancy. I'll take it. I'm going to close the board. Mark, you can look. I'm going to say voting in local elections.
Voting in local elections? I mean, that's some of the most power you have in a democracy is the local elections. That's when you have the most influence. I mean, you could sway a vote by convincing a neighborhood to vote a certain way. So yeah, pretty powerful, but it's local. So there's only so many so many things that will come from the outcome, but they're things that affect you every single day. It's the local. Go vote. Go vote in your local elections. I'm saying here.
All right. Ooh, Dr. Facility, I like that one. Peer pressure.
I caved to it, let me tell you. I'm not a role model. Don't look to me for figuring out how to deal with peer pressure. Peer pressure is no joke. Those peers, they're built to last. Yeah, that'll push me a bit further.
I'm gonna, last but not least one, because this one is very funny. Ant-Man, specifically human form.
So Scott?
Yeah, Scott Lang.
He still has the suit.
He's in human form though. What do you
wait, he's still human when he goes ant
mode.
Yeah,
no, but there's 3 forms. It's the ant mode, the human mode, and big mode, okay? We're talking about human mode here. It's like a car, you know, you got the gears you shift into.
He's human in all 3 of those.
No, he's like part ant in the little one, you gotta admit that. He's a part ant. Part ant.
It takes me up a good bit. It takes me up a good bit from where it was.
Also 100K.
Yo! Woo! Thank you so much, everyone. We'll be doing Price is Wrong after this. I want to lock in right here. I think normal human man is
yeah,
about
man.
this powerful in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, just Paul Rudd. Yeah, exactly. Honorable mention. I could not say this one for you. Jubilee from X-Men.
Maxed out powerful. Maxed out powerful. She's the best. Underrated. Underrated. Maxed out powerful. She solos everyone.
All right, sorry. That one was just for you. All right.
I love Jubilee so much.
Powerless to powerful.
Not the media company.
It's media company questionable. They're maxed out powerful on this board.
Yes.
All right, powerless to powerful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You do not respect peer pressure the way I do.
I don't know.
Mystique is pretty cool, says Mystique.
I'd have to agree.
Listen, Mystique is pretty cool, but imagine Jubilee instead. That is a 2. Very nice, very nice. We are down to 3 cards remaining with a score of 20. Holy moly, we're doing really good at this.
We're slamming it.
Also, just a reminder, if you're watching and you're having fun, if you're enjoying playing along or like play more games with us, please consider giving us a follow. It really does help out the channel. As you may notice, we are under 10,000 followers on TikTok right now, which sucks, and we're trying to change that, and would really appreciate your help in doing so. So, you have the power to make a difference. You are maxed out powerful.
Whoa!
Corey, the card's gonna be Black Cat activities, Orange Cat activities.
All right, spin her up. Why do you keep picking this card for me to guess? Why?
Love this card, says Aaron Nicole, for our fans.
I swear to God, we do this every stream. Why do you do this to me?
What's your high score? The highest score we've ever gotten was 42, and that was a complete anomaly of a score that is not normal.
It's not normal, man.
So is this the stereotype that orange cats are dumb and black cats are chaotic? Yeah. So black cats tend to be cunning and smart and sneaky and a little bit evil, mischievous. Not evil, mischievous. Introverted, yeah, maybe introverted. While orange cats are loving, silly, a little not right in the head, goofy perhaps. Imagine Garfield, honestly. Garfield is a good description for an orange cat.
It's like lawful evil to chaotic good.
Sitting in the window stalking you, yes. Okay. Corey, you may look. Okay. WA Sun Devil says play hunting. I like that one. Play hunting. Aaron Nicole says hides around the corner and attacks when you come close. That one's a good one as well.
That seems like Black Cat. They seem like assholes. I feel like that's something they would do.
Sometimes this feels like a PBS telethon.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And final one from Courtney. I think this is a good one. Just hiding in general.
What was the second one?
Just hiding around a corner specifically to like swat at you when you come around. And then the first one that I read was
I don't remember the first one.
I'm going to explode. Play hunting.
Play hunting.
Play hunting, swatting at you when you come around the corner, and just hiding in general.
This seems pretty Black Cat coded, but I can foresee an orange cat doing this maybe once on a blue moon if it's feeling extra cheeky that day. But yeah, I genuinely have no concept of cats. This could be not even. This could be maxed out orange cat activities, and it's just you got me, man.
I think I'd say eating lasagna for that one.
Lasagna.
Let's reveal it. Whew, not bad at all. Very nice. Saw somebody say fighting witches on Halloween, and no, the black cats are with the witches. They're friends.
That's why it's not maxed out.
Yes. Well, that is a 2, meaning we are at 22 with 2 cards remaining. Isn't that a lot of 2s? All right, 2 cards remaining, scored a 2. Look at that. Curling up in a sunny spot, waiting for someone to visit the fridge for a snack. That is a good placement for Black Cat. Dr. Rusolier says, brings a dead mouse to your bed. I didn't read that one because I thought it would be too Black Cat.
Well, I could see that orange cat because, sometimes they just want to bring a little midnight snack.
Fragile and Durable is our next card.
Fragile and Durable! Fragile and Durable! Let's in 1 second here. Give me 1 second. Let me just open the board for chat. Fragile to Durable. That's where it is, chat. That's where it is. Give me a clue.
This guy doesn't have a clue.
Give me some clue. Okay, alright. Interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna close up the board now I see stuff coming in. Ooh. Mark, you can look. First one, cast iron skillet.
Okay. It's pretty durable. Pretty durable. But I think I've seen people bend them with their bare hands. So.
Next up, Nokia.
Nokia? Oh, that's maxed out durable. According to the memes, at least. But I'm not going to trust the memes. I'm going to take it up a good bit.
And let's say last but not least, let's go duct tape.
She didn't say diamonds. It's not maxed out durable. Nokia phones, we can ignore the memes. These are all very, very durable things. I think it's about right here. I'm going to be locked in.
Locked in?
Yes.
Alright. Fragile durable.
Oh, overshot too much.
Overshot. You're on the right path.
My bad.
Right line of thinking.
That is a 2. Very nice. Still on the target. We've been on the target like every single time so far. That is very impressive. I always thought it was called duct tape. There's some history when it comes to the name that I used to know, but don't anymore.
Wow.
It may have actually been duct tape when it first started.
It's officially been both.
Oh, it's officially been both, says Board Ghost, who is the expert on all things tape.
That's true. If I ever have a question about tape, I would always ask Board Ghost.
Yeah, not even joking about that, really.
Did my master's on tape.
Technically did their masters on tape, yeah. Let's see.
And what about gaff tape? Oh, don't get him started.
Whoa!
Wait, somebody mentioned gaff tape?
Gaff tape!
Somebody did
Whoa,
mention gaff tape.
Dr. Acilier knows about gaff tape.
Yo, Doc! You know about gaff tape?
Oh God, you've got him started. No, God, no! Let me out of this hell.
Gaff tape is the kind of default standard tape used on film sets for most purposes when gaffing. Gaffing is a term for setting up stands, technically. They're not doing the lights. Am I saying that right?
No, careful now. Gaffing is the chief lighting technician.
Chief lighting technician.
Chat, they're gonna be stuck like this for the next hour.
Because I knew there's a difference between who does the stands and who does the lights.
The gas electricians plug into the wall, grip, everything else.
Okay. So yes, gaffers use gaff tape. You'll see gaff tape all the time on film sets. It's a fun thing.
You know, obviously I've known you guys for a while, and I know gaff, but it sounds like such a made-up word.
Yo, Laura sent to let them cook. Thank you so much, Laura. Look what you did. Technical theater background from Dr. Acilier. I actually didn't know that. That's very cool. Gaff tape and spike tape. Yeah,
Who's dropping spike tape? Who's gonna know?
Dr. Acilier.
Doc knows his stuff.
Doc knows this tape.
Casual event, formal event. Is the card this blue 4 right here is what we are aiming for. Formal is something like, you know, a wedding or prom. Casual is something like going to McDonald's. I saw somebody asking about it. Okay, all right, we got some great ones coming in. I am closing it up. Corey, you may look. I really liked Boss's Birthday from Zoe.
Boss's birthday. That's like slightly formal. Because like it's a casual event because it's a birthday, but it becomes formal because it's your boss.
Also, Dora says homecoming dance.
Like that's a little more formal. You gotta get dressed up, suit, tie, dresses, you know, go to fancy party.
Final one from Ames, baby shower.
A baby shower, that's like a family event. That's more casual. Sure, you set up a whole thing for it, but you're just inviting over friends and family, nothing crazy. So I kind of like it. I'd take it down a little further if it was just homecoming, and then I would take it up a little further if it was one of the other two. So I'm gonna leave it right there.
Dr. Cillier says grandparents' funeral. And I like the idea of determining how formal you're dressing depending on who it is who died. Well, you know, grandparents, wasn't parents. I'll dress down a little bit.
My parents, suit and tie. Yours, clown suit.
What, my parents?
No, yours.
Oh, okay.
No, you specifically.
Jesus Christ. I was like, what the hell? They've been nothing but kind to you?
Yeah, I would think, your parents are delightful. I'd never take a shot at them, but I'd always take a shot at you.
Okay. All right. Guys, running for an event. Wow. Okay.
Woo!
That is a 4. Holy moly. Very nice. Those are great clues. Very nice. Dinner with the in-laws. That also is a good placement for that. You want to be dressed up, but not too much. You don't want to outdress them, because then they'll be mad at you and hate you. Well,
so let's talk behind your back and see how much you are stupid.
that is a 4, which in this game mode is only worth 3 points, not 4. So that score, that 27, is correct. That is not a mistake. Why is it only worth 3? Well, instead, the benefit is we take another card and we add it to the stack. We would have been out of cards, 0 remaining, but because of this 4, worth 3 points, we are at 1 card remaining. Very nice.
Wow.
And our next final card. Yo, Becky sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Becky. That's a nice 7, Corey. I agree.
Thank you. I've been practicing.
Friend, enemy. I'll be setting the dial for this one.
Friend, enemy.
Holy moly.
I'm surprised you guys are streaming this late. Yeah, we'd be streaming this late. All right, friend, enemy. That I cannot see the blue 4. Let me spin that again. It's hard to tell. Chat probably has a better view of whether or not they can see the blue 4 than I can. But because the monitor is so far away from me, I have a hard time seeing it. And if I turn the board around, you're going to know that it's going to be maxed out already. I can't do that. No leaks. There you go, chat. Friend to enemy. Right there is the blue 4. Give me some clues in chat that would get Mark to guess where on this spectrum that blue 4 is. Give me a... Yeah, Corey made the call on it not being a 4. Listen. I'm going to close up the board now. Mark, you can look. A horrible, horrible boss.
You must befriend him to make him a better boss. I can fix him.
Fix it.
My boss. No, that's an enemy. That's a pretty maxed out enemy. I mean, you don't kill him on sight. So
True.
It's not gonna be maxed out, but it's gonna be pretty close. It's gonna be like here.
All right. Mark, somebody who hates cats.
Hates cats.
Hates cats.
That is kill on sight.
Understandable.
Yeah. I'll take it up a little bit since Board Ghost hates cats and I haven't killed him yet.
It's not on site yet. It's not on site.
But yeah, I think about right there.
And let's say last but not least, a lot of Marvel clues in the chat tonight. I love it. Let's go with, for a Marvel clue, we'll throw one in. Let's go Loki.
Loki? Hot. Locked in.
Come on.
He did some bad things. He killed some people, but he's hot. And can shapeshift to be even odder people. Whoo! Holy! Best buddy's that guy. Alright, that'll take me up a good bit. But I'm gonna lock in right here.
Alright.
Love your analysis. Loki is his own worst enemy, and I can fix him. That's all I'm saying.
You know, I can't even blame you, because that's me and Mystique, alright? So I feel that. Not the chatter, to be fair, the Marvel character.
Thanks for specifying.
I had to make sure that was out there. Alright. Friend to enemy, Loki, horrible boss, person who hates cats.
No, Chad, but they're hot. What if a horrible boss is hot? Does that score anything?
Well, that's why it's ticked that far up.
Oh, okay. That is a 3. I ticked it up too far. Unfortunate, but that's still a 3.
Hot.
But he's hot. Well, that is an amazing score to end the game. That is a 30. Holy moly. Well, it is time for me to pull out the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook and flip to the back where it has a chart that tells us how we did based off of our score. We scored a 30 in Cooperative Wavelength, which means we are at the maxed out category. We're at the 25 plus category, which according to the creators of Wavelength is head exploding emoji, head exploding emoji, head exploding emoji.
3 JFK!
3 JFKs! Woo! Very nice.
JFK, triple JFK, yeah!
An amazing score. We got a triple. Wow.
Ooh, baby, a triple.
Corey, I think it's time for something.
Whoa! Is it time?
I think it's time for The Price is Wrong.
The Price is Wrong. Pew, 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 pew.
You guys have earned this by getting us to 100,000 likes on TikTok, meaning we're gonna do a short mini game where you get to guess the price of random, horrible, no good items that Corey has found along Facebook Marketplace. So Corey is going to have a range for us.
Are we doing the ones that you advertised earlier, or are we doing?
Nope. I advertised those because they were ready and available.
All right,
It would have been a pain in the ass to advertise the actual ones.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Ooh, I'm trying to think of these. Yes. Yes. Sorry, Chad. Give me 1 second here. Let me get this ready.
Yeah, I need to write some things on this whiteboard. I'm trying to be considerate about my capital letters since people complain. People complain when I throw around capitals all willy-nilly.
False advertisement. Listen, blame him. All right, I have no control. I'm just handing it. All right. Well, I'll make sure that the George Washington signature is back someday. So yeah, today's price range, we're getting a little crazy with it. 0 to 10 million.
Jeez. Okay.
0 to 10 million. That's a ridiculous upper range. I know. I'm trying something a little different with this one, with this game, chat. We're gonna see how it goes. Just know, 0 to 10 million. Garth worth 10 million? In my heart of hearts, Garth is worth 10 million.
You're paying 10 million for Garth. A sent a GG. Thank you so much, A. Sorry it's a little bit late reading that one.
0 to 10 million. Are you ready for your first item?
So waiting for the JFK Stream Deck graphic. Maybe. Yes, I'm ready.
Our first item is Jeffrey Dahmer glasses.
Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. Okay.
Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. I should point out, I believe these are the glasses that the actor wore in the Netflix film.
So these aren't Jeffrey's glasses.
These are not
This is
Jeffrey's
actors.
films. These are the prop glasses used for Jeffrey in the film.
Guys, I see you all saying like 600, 200. It could be up to 10 million. Do we want to take that into account? Maybe go a little bit higher? I think it's under a mil. I really do think it's under a mil. What a night I missed. Did we get a 30 on Wavelength? We did. It was very impressive. 50,000. Country Mozart says 2K. I've seen 2 separate people say 2K. Are they prescription? I doubt it, since they're Hollywood props.
Hollywood props.
36,000, 20,000. How the hell do I average these out? Who is that? Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer, the actor.
He did some bad things. I need to balance out the scores that I'm seeing here.
Who's playing this much for glasses? We have to keep in mind it is a movie prop. That is the big key factor here, because this is glasses for the Netflix documentary. So this is a movie prop of a popular Netflix franchise.
I am going to go on the lower side of things, but trying to even out all the hints I was seeing, I'm gonna say 10K.
All right. I'm going to reveal in a second. I should say, for this specific item, there is a chance that the tag does not match the text underneath. There's a 50-50 chance.
Okay.
If it doesn't, the text underneath is the correct answer, okay? This is the only one we should have that problem with. And it is $40,000!
Wow. Okay, did anyone get that exact? Did anyone get that right? Holy, who the hell is gonna pay for that? It wasn't even that popular of a Netflix series.
40,000. It was pretty popular.
It was, but not 40,000 popular. Well, we were off by 30,000.
Listen, I in no way, shape, or form am saying it's worth $40,000. That's just how much they were charging.
Golly.
That's just how much they were charging, man. $44,000. They were on sale too.
I almost said that when you said average. That's fair. I could have made my average a bit higher since some people were saying like 10 million.
It is, in fact, killer drip. Yeah.
Yeah. Mystique, was your guess 12,000 or you're off by 10,000? It's the killer drip. It's the killer drip mark. That's fair. That's fair. I had to consider how stylish they are. Well.
Are you ready
Yes.
for the next one?
Off by 100,000.
We got 2024 Tesla Cybertruck.
Could be up to 10 million.
Up to 10 million, 2024 Tesla Cybertruck.
Teethic Children said $2. That's about how much I'd pay for that. Because what you're paying for is a trip to the dump.
What?
Basically paying you 1 penny, should be 0. 200 million. That's somehow above the range that was listed.
No, but they're spitting, I think.
Mary says 13,000, 1.5 million. This time I'm guessing 7K, 450,000. Let me get 200K. Says Teethic Children. This is awful.
How would you pay? What's the price of a real Cybertruck? Not that this isn't a real one. It's like 100K.
I was gonna say 150K.
Okay.
85K says Cass. You know what? I'm not American for this. Kelsey Weasel says 100,000. I think they're trying to rip us off. I'm gonna go with Kelsey Weasel's guess of 100,000.
Is it new? What's the MSRP? It's new, brand new, no miles. It's a beauty, I think.
I think this butte can be yours.
Nicest
for
looking Cybertruck I've
100K.
ever seen, quite frankly.
Wait, this isn't a real one?
I know, I'm sorry to disappoint. The real price of the 2024 Tesla Cybertruck is $250,000.
Whoa, okay. Some people in chat were really close. So we were off by, 100,000, 150,000, not 250,000.
Sorry, I was writing the price down on the board instead of what you were off by.
I think that is
Worth stupid.
I think that is more than an actual Cybertruck, which, okay, to be fair, maybe they're spitting. Maybe
custom
this
built.
is worth more than an actual Cybertruck.
Here's the thing, the fact that our price is so high leads me to believe that it is a fully functioning decked out car that actually works and moves.
Well, yeah, but working and moving doesn't get you to $250,000.
It is if it's custom built.
I'm so bad at this, I can't. Anna, I assure you, it is not your fault. It is whoever listed this price on Facebook Marketplace's fault.
It's true. And for our final item of the night,
That one looks like it's been upgraded. That's fair, should take that into account.
are you ready? We have 2023 Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II. You ever want to fly around on one of these bad boys? Now's your chance, chat. You can get in the Lockheed Martin.
How can you legally purchase one of these off Facebook Marketplace?
Well, that's the neat part. You don't. The second you put in an offer, 3 different alphabet agencies come knocking at your door the next day.
10 mil, 10 mil, 8 mil, 6 mil, 10 mil, 8 mil. Guys, I don't think it's gonna be maxed out. Personally, I do not think it's a maxed out answer. It could be. 7.5 mil. That's kind of the average of what I'm seeing. 14K says Country Mozart. Country Mozart's getting this cheap.
He's getting it on the DL.
Laura Mason has a very exact guess. 9 mil, 8 mil.
Handful of change. A couple of quarters, a nickel, and a bullet.
You know what? Showing off that Meep subscriber emoji, I am gonna play favorites here. I'm gonna go with A's guess exactly.
Look at him.
8.4 mil.
Are we certain it's not a toy size? That'd be crazy if this was all a bait and that's a toy.
Well, they also have a toy hangar with working lights and a toy escort in the background and really good lights to pull off that look.
Well,
Cars behind are also toys.
if it's not a toy, or if it is, it can be yours for $9.8 million.
Okay. All right. The maxed out believers, you got me. You got me. Anyone saying maxed out, you were closer than I was. That's all I can say. We're off by 0.8 million, so 800,000.
Yes.
Oh, wait, am I doing that math wrong? No, I'm doing that math completely wrong. Hold on. We're off by 1.4 million.
1.4 million.
I don't know what I was looking at there.
1.5 million. 1.58 million is your final score that you were off by. 1.58.
Hey, the max range was 10 million. So we say as long as you don't go above the max range, it's a pretty good score. So being off by 1.58 million sounds like a lot, but it's really not.
In the grand scheme of things, in the context of things,
It was pretty darn good. Can we go back to normal ranges, lol? Eventually,
Maybe.
yes. Mary says,
I want to break some of these out every now and then.
I said 9.75 million. Mary, you were incredibly close then.
Who has that kind of money on Facebook? Easy question, Mark Zuckerberg.
Steve says, I guess it was more than 17. If I saw Zuck flying around in one of these, I know it's game over for me. That guy's gonna hunt me for sport.
If I see Zuck above me in one of these, I'm already dead. I gotta make peace with my world now. I'm gone.
Molly says I was so close. I said 9 million. That is very close, yes. Well, that is the final round of The Price is Wrong, and also, that is all we have for you tonight. If you guys have enjoyed playing this and playing along, or Wavelength, Codenames, or want to see us play other games in the future, please consider giving us a follow. We are below 10,000 followers on TikTok right now, and we really wish to change that. So, you have the ability to help us get there. If you feel so inclined, if you want to see more of us, please consider giving a follow.
Good night.
That is all we have for you. Good night. Jillian sent a GG. Thank you so much, Jillian. Have a good night. Okay, bye forever.
Bye forever, chat.
Goodbye.
Bye forever until tomorrow.
I still have a YouTube.